God. Start over. Oh, now you can hear me. Too loud, actually. Where's that sound coming from? we got. Is it? It's gone. It's gone. Yes, fam. I've noticed Ronbo owes me money to their working show. It's so much fun to work the big show. He's so concerned. Actually, I am not all that. Well, I am kind of sure, but he can't stand the thought of the Arizona Cardinals selling Josh Rosen for a pick, and then go ahead and take Kyler Murray. It drives him nuts. So if you're over on Twitter, you got Big Show. I'm telling you, man, if you see me messing with a guy named Michael, it's Big Show. Every time I tell him, Big Show, Big Show, Big Show. There's no problems with the Cardinals' defense is rock solid. They may need a couple of pieces, but for the most part, their offense got holes everywhere. The offensive line is in shambles. They need a couple of wide receivers. Larry's not going to be able to carry them through the entire season. And that show saying, you're in Ronbo, there's no way that they're going to go ahead and get rid of Josh Rosen. Why? He's not all that good. He's okay. But the offensive line has problems, right? What's the best thing to do when you have a bad offensive line? You get a mobile quarterback, yes! And then he says, just because you want Nick Bosa. I ain't gonna lie. I do want me some Nick Bosa. But then again, let's be real, it may not happen. They could be telling the truth in Arizona. I highly doubt it. It makes no sense. Why should I stick with Josh Rosen when I could bring in the next Russell Wilson? And by the way, if you think, you know what, let me do this. Because this is like, we're talking, we've reached the week of the 2019 NFL Scouting Combine. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Path to the draft rolls on, which means it's time for predictions for what the 49ers will do with the second overall pick, 2019 draft. And you know what? I always say, let's check out what the experts around the internet are talking about. John Ledyard, the Draft Network, Josh Allen, edge, Kentucky. Of course. Quentin Williams is a better player, but the 49ers need edge pass rush help, and Allen is the type of player they'll be enthralled with. Scheme, versatile, highly competitive, athletic, and sporting plenty of upside. Allen will play right away in San Francisco while peaking with the rest of the roster 2 to 3 years down the road. Dun, 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 dun. As that voice comes in, the 49ers with their master plan starting back in 2019. Brilliantly, John Lynch brings in Quentin Williams to put alongside Pro Bowl DeForest Butler. I can't do a piece here too long. Yeah, and things could take off from there. But you also got Josh Allen. You know what? Benjamin Sold, the Draft Network. Nick Bosa, edge, Ohio State. If we're drafting pass rushers, I'm taking Bosa without blinking. Trevor Sigma, the Draft Network. I don't think of the talent gap between that of Josh Allen, Brian Burns, and Jachai Polite is that far, if spacious at all. But it seems the NFL really likes Allen the most. So mocking him here makes sense. See, I'm telling you, it's almost coming down to politics. Who's the best candidate for the 49ers? Who's the guy with the most promises? It could be Allen, but could Jachai Polite, Jachai Polite sneak in and win the nomination? Mel Kiper, ESPN. Allen, if the Niners don't trade down to add more picks, I expect them to take an edge rusher here. And Allen, 6'5". 250 is just a step behind Bosa on my board. Two former first-round picks along the defensive line. Eric Armstead and Solomon Thomas have struggled in San Francisco, but neither has the pure pass rushing ability of Allen, who had 17 sacks and 5 forced fumbles last season. Allen would fill a glaring need. Oh, my God, the defense would change overnight. People would stop complaining, and they would say, oh, look what we got here in this defense. Maybe we'll keep him. And you know what I'm talking about. Todd McShay, ESPN. Allen, the Niners really want an edge rusher after only DeForest Buckner cracked 6 sacks with them in 2018. Buckner had 12. Allen blew up offensive linemen all season and round to 17 sacks and 21.5 tackles for losses. Oh, my God. With his 6'5", 260-pound frame. Why is he going up 10 pounds since the last time a person said something? 260-pound frame. Allen could line up as a defensive end in the 49ers 4-3 scheme. If he tacks on some more weight, you know what? Looking at his frame, he could. It would be all muscle. He adds another couple of pounds of muscle, let's say, for the next 2 to 3 years. You see, he won't slow down if he does that. Oh, let me train that boy. Chris Trapasso, CBS Sports. Allen. Everyone expects Allen to erupt in Indianapolis, and such a development, along with his 17 sacks in 2018, 6'5", 260. There's 2 people that believe he weighs 260 pounds. Would make him a very appealing prospect here for the edge-needy 49ers. Ryan Wilson, CBS Sports. Allen Kadar, SB Nation. Allen. There are a lot of things Allen can provide the 49ers. He can be the pass rusher they need. He can help the pass defense and coverage. That's a good point. That is an excellent point. He has the ability to go in coverage, doesn't he? I may have to lean up off my boy Nick a little bit. Dane Brugler, The Athletic. Allen! Adding 20-plus pounds of muscle, expanding his pass rush repertoire as a senior. Allen was the most improved player I studied this season. Unquote. Doug Farrar, USA Today. Ed Oliver, DL Houston. Oliver makes a ton of sense here. There are few interior defensive linemen over the last decade with his acceleration off the snap, freakish athleticism, and ability to bull through the pocket. Kylan Kaler, Sports Illustrated. Allen! Allen, this season's most improved player, would complement their strong group of interior pass rushers. Charlie Cashley, NFL.com. Allen! The 49ers in desperate need of an outside pass rusher. Luke Easterling, USA Today. Bosa! Any scenario that leaves Bosa on the board for the 49ers would be a dream scenario for General Manager John Lynch and his crew. Chad Reuter, NFL.com. Williams! It might be a tough call here between Williams and Kentucky's Josh Allen. DeForest Buckner's versatility could allow the team to put Buckner and Williams on the field at the same time. Oh, my God! Oh, yeah, I didn't see that. And then Trey Flowers. And put him on the edge, and don't worry about the college kids. And put them 2 monsters in the middle. Oh my God, I do like that. Maurice Jones-Drew, NFL.com. Allen! The 49ers get the kind of edge rusher they need. Another first rounder gives them one of the best young D-line units in the NFL. Final tally, 17 total. Allen, 11. Bosa, 3. Williams, 2. Oliver, 1. Fam, before I go to check you out on the phone and over here, I'm you know what? I'm looking at some. Matt Mayako came up with some guys like Michael Deiter, offensive guard. Veteran guard, Mike Person was serviceable as a 16-game starter at right guard. The other 4 positions along the 49ers offensive line are set. And I'm telling you, people think we need a whole lot on the offensive line. No, we don't. We need for them to continue to work together and become one. But there is a need, possibly. This is this is a spot that will look to upgrade. Deiter played every position on the offensive line during his college career. His knowledge, smarts, and athleticism would be a good fit for Shanahan's scheme. Deiter, the Big Ten Offensive Lineman of the Year. Yes, this is the guy that a lot of people are probably looking at. But Matt Miyoko already noticed. He said, he broke Wisconsin's record with 54 starts. That means he is versatile. He will not get killed. It would not take him long to adapt to the offense and win the starting job in times for week 1 of the regular season. But Big Deiter, and the dude's got a little attitude from what I heard. I like dudes that come in with, especially offensive linemen. I don't want guys like Richie Incognito who have lost his mind and you can't talk to him off the field. But a guy that just touch Garoppolo and you're a dead man. That's the kind of guy I want. See that? Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, linebacker. We still got a hurt in there, right? Reuben Foster's a distant and forgettable memory for the 49ers. Who will be looking to bring in someone to play alongside middle linebacker Fred Warner? The team has a decision to make on Malcolm Smith. We've already made it, haven't we? Get out! Whose best spot is a weak side linebacker. He has not been healthy in 2 seasons since he signed with the team, so the team could move on from him. Elijah Lee fared okay in 5 starts. Hanks is a bit under the radar, mostly because he did not exactly attend a college football power. He was very impressive at the Senior Bowl while being coached by the 49ers staff. Fam, if he's on the board around the 3rd or 4th round, he will be a 49er. Almost book it. If Kyle coached him, Kyle ain't saying a word. You watch, see. That could be the guy. Quarterback Saivion Smith out of Bama. Smith has good size ability. He attended 3 colleges, finishing up for 1 season at Alabama. In the 6th round, he is worth a look. If the 49ers do not add anyone in free agency, the veteran crop of cornerbacks is thin. The club could let the team's past 2 third-round picks, Kello Witherspoon and Tavarius Moore, compete for the job to start opposite of Richard Sherman. Smith comes in as a developmental player and potentially for special teams and depth. And finally, tight end Drew Sample out of Washington, 6th round also. We realize the 49ers have a pretty good starting tight end. He is pretty good, though, isn't he? He's a guy named Kittle. Perhaps you've heard of him. But the 49ers could use a young, polished tight end who could serve as a capable backup to give the offense more options in the 2 tight end formations. Sample caught only 25 passes as a senior with 3 touchdowns. There's a lot of room to develop as a pass catcher, and he is already a solid blocker. You see, do you know George Kittle had no resume for pass catching coming into San Francisco? Is somebody noticing something that might be worthwhile? Remember the name Drew Sample come draft night. Fam, let me put on my ears. And Matt Hammer. Sup? Big hit. I'm going to do it every other time. Everybody wants to holler. Big hit. What's up, fam? Niner Movimento? If I'm right, Niner Movimento. Niner Rich, what's up, fam? Zell, what's up? Kevin, Steffi, what's up, Empire? Talking Man 78 in the house. Pedro Flores, what up? Can I get a shout out? Bro, you can too, man. Hold on a second, man. Oh, man. Never. Stevens Cortez, Sup Niner Empire, and what's good, Ronbo? Did you know that the Honey Badger wanted to play for the 49ers back in the day? I saw that video. I saw it. In fact, when he first became a free agent, I saw that video, and I said, oh, man, can we afford him? How come we can't get him? But, yeah, he'd probably love to come back to San Francisco. Breaking news. This is Jeff Tan says, Michael Crabtree is cut from Baltimore after 1 year. And Colin Kaepernick wants $20 million from the XFL. Real talk, I know. Colin, I think the XFL already said, okay, thank you, Colin. If we ever make enough money, we'll tell you that. But about Crabtree, somebody else asked me about that on Twitter. I says, no, please, no. Who's going to sit down for Crabtree? Nobody. Connor Baker says, I think 49ers will draft Bosa. When Bosa gets to the quarterback, he doesn't miss. So I like about Nick's, his relentlessness. He's like a Wolverine. You know what I mean? He just... Elazar Garza. You should check out Zach Allen, outside linebacker, edge combo, Boston College. Yeah, Boston College. I heard about him earlier, actually. All-Star Lula. I think Bosa needs to get stronger to fight double teams, to offend his brother even he gets hurt, so I would like to see him. All-Star Lula, have you seen Nick Bosa? If his size really indicates how so, he makes his big brother look skinny. You know what I'm saying? He can get, but you know what? They can always get bigger. But Nick is not small. Sats Montgomery says, come on, Ronbo, let's get this thing started. Yes! Greg Mayfield, Thank you for everything you do, Greg. It's my pleasure, man. I look like I'm working hard. I'm having too much fun, fam. Thanks. Perry Howard, Kentucky number 41. Need to say more? Or should I say, need I say more? Snozzle Shabizzle. Hope he gets coached up well if we get him. 41 because he's a bit raw. A lot upside, though. Who will take him under their wing? And big homie now. Let me give you a... I'm through hollering and screaming for a while. Let me let y'all holler. Let me let you scream and holler for a while. Hey, yo, Jonathan. Jonathan. Yellow.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Jonathan, man, I'm just sitting back here checking out. If we don't get Allen, there'll be a lot of people, man, all the experts will be embarrassed. And I would say at least 3/4 of the Niner Empire would be all pissed off. Because, Mrs. Bosa's baby boy he's not all that kind of popular. It seems like it's Allen, Jachai Polite, and there's a couple of new names entering in the mix, too, like Burns. I just checked out the Burns boy yesterday. He needs to gain some weight seriously bad, though. 6'4", 230. Quentin Nelson, look at his chops if we play. We don't play Baltimore, though. God, dang. Boy, the offensive guards would eat him up.
Yeah, we do.
Do we?
Yeah, the Niners play the AFC North.
We better play the Colts?
Yeah, we
no.
You said the Ravens.
We do have to play the Ravens. That bothers me even worse.
We play the AFC North.
Yeah. We got to deal with Lamar. And I figure Lamar Jackson's going to be a little better next year than he was this year. And he wasn't all that bad this year. Sure. And you know what? And this is what I don't want. Do you realize if the Cards pick up Kyler Murray, that means we got to deal with 3 freaks. Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, and Russell Wilson. Damn! We better be drafted for speed. You know what? That could determine you better pick up Allen. That's a lot of foot races. Man.
I'm not sold on Allen just because I think he's more of an outside linebacker. I want the more traditional defensive end, 3-4. No, not 3-4, 4-3 D end. Yeah. I would definitely go Nick Bosa. I say if he's not there, I say Arizona doesn't take Kyler Murray and they take Bosa instead. I'd like the Niners to trade out of that spot and maybe they could take maybe Cleveland Farrell, whoever they switch with towards the end of Jaguars a potential trading partner.
Yeah.
They could take Cleveland Farrell.
To 7. Yeah.
Yeah, they could take Cleveland Farrell and then just get more picks. And with the second round, they could go for a big body receiver like the Niners need. So I don't know. They could go many ways.
There's a few. That's an option. It's an option. It may, because this year the 49ers probably need more quality over quantity now because they've got plenty of quantity. Sure. And if they could get the best 100%. Of the best in each round. But, I don't know. It's a tough call because they get good picks. Look at George Kittle. That should have been a first-round pick. But look what round we got him in. So you never know what round.
Yeah, he should have been number 1. Yeah,
actually,
and he did all those yards with 3 quarterbacks. So
I know, right?
That says more about him than it does about the system or it does about the quarterback.
Hey man, and when George caught the ball, man, he was like a freight train and a high-speed freight train at that. A big man who can move like that. I'm surprised other scouts didn't notice that. 5th round, we got him. What?
Well, they didn't notice that because in Iowa he was more of a blocking tight end, so everybody overshadowed his catching ability and just didn't really see it.
But the speed was always there. They said Kittle looked like the same at 190 when he first came in. He was already fast. He never lost a step.
No.
Good
No, and
lookout for the 49ers.
And he wasn't that this whole season. He wasn't injury. He wasn't injured. He last season, I believe he got hurt for like a game or two.
More
But
than
this
more than
season,
that.
he was just
He had a
lights out.
hamstring issue. Jonathan, you want to hear something really
last
funny?
year.
You want to hear something really funny about? And in case you didn't know, George Kittle was playing with cracked ribs. Coming down the stretch of last season. That's a hard dude. Dude is mad.
Yeah, that's that grit you can't find in just the average Joe. You got to find that passion in the guys that want to just really tough it out, and just that's their job. I mean, when I go to work, I mean, I do it to my full potential because that's my income. Mm-hmm. So these guys do it the same way. They have the same mentality, even though they're playing a kids game and
of extreme violence.
Right.
Exactly. Oh man.
Anyways, Ronbo, I won't hold you up for too long, but I think if they don't go for Bosa, I say trade out. And if they end up getting Allen, it is what it is. Have you ever, the SC, not SC, the linebacker from the Gamecocks? What is that, South Carolina? The Jermaine Pratt.
Yeah. Okay. I had somebody else coming out of that school. No, I was thinking of Devin White. I'm thinking of Devin. Not Devin White, but anyway, what about him? Has he got good stuff?
Jermaine Pratt, that guy's a 3-down linebacker downhill, man. He's a fucking run stopper. He's just hard nosed to the ball.
I think you mean NC State, bro.
What school? Tennessee.
NC State, Jermaine.
Yeah, no. You're right. Yeah, North Carolina. Yeah, you're right. Thank you for the correction. Yeah.
No problem, bro.
Jermaine Pratt, he's just like nose to the ball. That guy is just straight downhill. He reminds me a lot of Navarro Bowman, actually. So when you get a chance, Ronbo, if you haven't seen him, check him out.
All right, because I'm making notes now. Because you know what? There's another couple of players like that. They be coming downhill at 100 miles an hour. I wonder how they are as far as it's in coverage. This is the only thing that concerns me. Because these dudes, there's a couple of them like that. You picked out him. There's another couple of guys I was just looking at the other day. Ron Bingham. Boy, that dude be coming through that line, man. He be fine. If he's got 5 inches of daylight, the quarterback is dead meat. There's a few guys like that. It's like old school, hard hitting linebackers. So yeah,
that's what we want. That's what we want with this new school of football. I mean, those guys set the tone, man. Those guys, when they come downhill and just fucking smack the shit out of the running back or somebody coming out of the backfield, they just
knock
set
him,
the tone.
have him scared.
That's why we have Warner. So I mean, what more coverage do you want? You don't want two coverage guys with no run stopping skills. So
now, that's the good thing about Fred. You ain't running on Fred. That dude led the team in tackles last year. Trey Lamar, another inside linebacker, straight downhill killer. Is Mac Wilson? Yeah. There's a lot of guys like that this year. So yeah, we got to pick up one of them to replace Reuben. I agree. So we'll see.
Yeah. Reuben was such a letdown, man. I bought his jersey, the white 94 throwback. I bought it, man, and I just fucking gave it to my brother. I didn't even want to see it in my closet. I never wore it, not once, nothing. I just gave it to my brother. I just didn't even want to see it in my closet. I'm not buying any more players' jerseys unless they're retired. So
you see what I'm wearing? I'm scared too. I do think DeForest Buckner is somebody we can worry about. Jimmy G. There's a few, but man, you're right. They can get up and leave us in any minute.
Less than a handful of guys I could buy that are on the team now. Maybe one or two, but I'm not spending my money anymore on any of these guys. Everybody's expendable nowadays. So
it looks like
my next jersey will be a Ronnie Lott. So
there you go. All right, fam. Tell you what I'm gonna do, Jonathan. We got to take off, but I'll see you. Good. You know what? It's Combine week. I may see you a lot this week. I'm thinking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I think it's gonna be an all week. Let's check out the Combine because the Combine is so exciting. I know it has nothing to do with football, but watching them dudes move at bionic speeds and coming up with skills and leaping out there. Oh man. Anyway, I'll
Right
see
on,
you.
Ronbo. I'll catch
see
you
you a
when I
little later.
catch you, buddy.
All right, John.
Right
Have a
on.
good night.
You too, man. Good night.
Oh, man. Man. I know it's going to make me crazy to watch the combine, man, because these dudes, man. Jack Garrison, what's up, fam? Thanks. William Roberts, trade Armstead and Thomas for some additional picks. These two are wasting the 49ers' time and money. You know, with those kind of deals, though, who would take that deal? You could give up picks for Armstead and Thomas right now? Actually, Armstead may get at least a fourth or third round pick, maybe. But Thomas, Solomon hasn't done anything yet. Actually, Armstead has actually had stats to back it up a little bit. He's got some stats, although we never notice them. But he's got something. He's actually the second best defender last year on the line for the 49ers. He could fetch a third or fourth round pick. But Solomon T, I don't know. But there may be a team. You know, somebody may think they can work with him. Maybe he may fit somebody else's defense better. Gucci boy, what up now, Empire? Alvaro Cueva, Niners, up Empire. Slick 68. Did you hear Slick call yesterday and do the Stone Cold? I got that. Hey, Slick, I'm going to cut that out and keep it, man. I'm going to play that back. Niners, what's up? Oh, hey. He says, "What's up, Rambo? If you're 49ers faithful, give me a hell." I can't do it. I got to work on that. Debbie Ryan, what's up, Debbie? And Rodney Cars, what's up, Rambo? Hey, Memphis checking in. What's up, Rodney? Memphis, Tennessee. Home, is that the home of the Grand Ole Opry? I think so. Hey, Jeff Tan, somebody's actually watching Monday Night Raw while Ronbo's on. Ooh, you know what? Normally it'd be me. Terry Middleton, there we go. Niners! J.K. Boss, what's up? And Niners Empire, checking in from Rochester, New York. Richie Kolinski, good evening, Niner fam. Beer time and Monday Night Ronbo. Thanks, fam. Get some pizza, too. It's always a great combination. Oh. And call in. David Royce, what up, Niner fam? John Milner, what's up, Niners? Go Niners! Go Niners! James. Come on in here, James, out from the Garden State of New Jersey, the tri-state area.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
James, I'm all pumped up because, you know, the combine to me is a signal of the beginning, man. From here, it's all downhill, going right into OTAs.
Oh, yeah. It's getting there now, and after the weekend of the combine, you talking 10 days left before free agency actually starts. Well, really,
less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, the communication will start going down like it's going down now, but it'll really pick up some speed like 2 days before.
James, you know something. James, you just said somebody actually support that by saying, I said something about, but you know, it's legal for them to talk about making transactions during the combine. Man, they don't never stop talking about the combine, man. They don't care nothing about no illegalities. I bet you that's right.
They
just don't get caught.
They don't. That's exactly right. It's I tell you, man, you know, I was listening to so many callers and people having their outputs, and you know, we're just people sitting back, you know, assuming we're this is our opinion of what we think will happen.
Yep.
But I've been saying it all along about the Cardinals interviewing one possible head coach in Eric Bieniemy of the Kansas City Chiefs. He's the offensive coordinator. They interviewed him.
Yeah.
They didn't interview anybody else. And less than 4 days later, Kyle Kingsbury, the coach,
Kingsbury,
he becomes the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he put it out there. He put it right on out there and said, listen, if it was left up to me, I'd draft Kyler Murray today. Yeah.
No.
He didn't hesitate. He didn't sugarcoat.
He was not.
He didn't try to sidestep about it. And it's kind of funny that the owner, Michael Bidwell, would turn around and hire this guy, and all the signs and all the writing is on the wall that the way they're going to play the draft, because they got a lot of holes to fill. They're going to draft Kyler Murray, and they're going to put Josh Rosen on the trading block. That's what's going to happen. I do believe that. And I will say this much. I've said it all along. Nick Bosa is a great player coming off that edge. Nick Bosa has really no coverage skills of whatsoever. Okay. And in these offenses nowadays will spread defenses out. You've got to have linebackers that have got great coverage skills in this modern day time with these new high-powered offenses that you're playing against. And I mean, look what happened in that Giants game, man, with Malcolm Smith. That right there, it just made me want to just go to sleep. Don't even watch football. Okay, the last quarter of that Giants game when we played them at home and had a lead, really had plenty of chances to win that game, but we didn't have a linebacker that had enough coverage skill, the ability to cover anyone. Okay, that's what happened to Malcolm Smith, and it surely happened to Elijah Lee as well. But that's the importance of getting that big outside linebacker. Now, I'm going to say this much. To me, we only got 6 picks, maybe 7 with that compensatory pick.
We got the compensatory. The compensatory gave us 6.
Okay, the compensatory gave us 6. Listen, we cannot pass up on players that could possibly be a franchise player for you for years to come. And hopefully we're picking in the low 30s for the next 12, 15 years to come, hopefully, or even better. Okay, so to me, our problem is we not only need an edge rusher, and I can say this much, any outside linebacker, as in Josh Allen, that only played 50% of pass down and still wound up with 17 sacks.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, ain't it?
It is kind of scary. It's kind of scary, like, if you pass on this guy. Now, I understand Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa's that real deal Holyfield coming off that edge. But what about when a team spreads us out and knows, hey, that new rookie they got over there, Joey Bosa's brother? Man, that's like telling Ray Charles to try to cover Usain Bolt, man, if Ray Charles was still alive, okay? That's exactly what that would be like, okay? And at the end of the day, Josh Allen, 6'5", 260, and can put on another 15, maybe 18 pounds and be an outstanding edge rusher as well as a linebacker that can cover. Hopefully, we can do a deal to get C.J. Mosley in free agency, and there's plenty of other linebackers out there that we could still draft. But if we don't get that linebacker problem taken care of, as well as the edge rusher, okay, I just don't see us really being able to compete where, put it this way, we'll be in games scoring 90 points because we can't stop the opposing defense. And that means our offense has got to stay on the field. Like, by the time they score a touchdown, they're coming back out there because we keep giving up points. That's got to change, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's got to change.
And some of the totals this last season were scary. And a lot of those had something to do with the stretch that CJ was coming down through there, giving up the ball, putting his arm up and getting it knocked all the way into the end zone. It was pretty bad there for a minute. But James,
you know what I wanted to tell you too, Ronbo, and I know you got to go, man. If CJ played in a new Millennium Batman series, you know what his character name would be?
The Joker.
No.
What?
No. Mr. Freeze. Okay. Yeah.
That
would be.
That's cold. Well, you know what? At some point, we got to stop picking up poor CJ. You know what? He's trying. He'll be in camp next year for a few minutes. Let's see what he looks like. I want to see if he makes any improvements. If he stays with the team, he'll probably be on the practice squad, and he'll be safe there, I'm pretty sure. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens to him in the days ahead. James, I'm going to tell you what, man. I'm going to be back all week after the combine. I can't stand it, man. I got to talk 49ers. So we'll see you in a couple of days.
Thank you for what you do. Niner Empire, Niner for life, man. Thanks you so
James.
much. Thank you.
You too.
All right.
James makes an excellent point, too, because I'm looking at I went and looked up the times. Do you know Josh Allen can move that big, powerful body of his at a 4.6 clip? 4.6. Nicky can run a 4.75, but Bosa runs around through and quickly to kill a quarterback. Now, I look at Allen's total 21.5 tackles for a loss, 17 sacks, 5 forced fumbles. And then Bosa doesn't have any stats because for one thing he got hurt, and for the next thing he didn't stay in school long enough to actually get a real good read on him. Could myself and the rest of the Bosa club camp, could we be wrong? Is it possible that Jachai Polite and, of course, the golden boy, Josh Allen, be the right picks? We will find out a little later. I want to see both of what they look like in the combine, just to get an idea of their athleticism. Now, I don't know if Nick is fine. If Nick pulls up lame or gets hurt during the combine, I'm done. 49ers and Rockets Rider, what's happening, everyone? What's up, 49ers and Rockets Rider? And there he is. Ronbo owes me money, who's really working show today. I'm loving it. He says, did you know Ray McDonald is still a free agent? As a matter of fact, so is, what is the guy that punched his wife out in the elevator? I understand he's still a free agent, too. Those guys will be waiting for a long time. Was it Ray Rice? Those guys will be waiting a long time for a phone call. Andre Smith, what's up, fam? Bradley Gilmer, he said, I read Shanahan is big on Riley Ridley. I heard something about that, too. It was sort of like one of those, I forgot who said it, but it was one of those things where somebody was suggesting that he look at Riley Ridley. It's going to depend on his combine and workouts. But the underlying thing was they said Riley's not as good as his brother. It's his brother cousin, Calvin, over in Atlanta, right? So we'll see. Nick Cortez, Brian Burns, Polite, or Farrell, I feel are the best fits. Nick Cortez, any one of those guys will work. Little chances, A.J. Brown, second round. You see what he did there? A.J. Brown, second round. Alonzo Westbrooks. He said, Niner Empire for life. Love what you're doing. Thanks, fam. And Corey S. What's up, Corey S? T. Breezy. TNT is in the house. Just Dre. Gamer for Life 07. What's up, fam? San Fran Fan 30. Sup? He says, I'm out here doing schoolwork. I got to study plugged in with the faithful. Hey, I got to stay plugged in with the faithful. San Fran 30, glad to have you, fam. Oh, God. Is somebody in Hercules, California? Hercules is that place you drive through real quick, and you say, hey, Hercules is like, I've never talked to anybody from Hercules. Hercules, come on in here. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, what is your name?
Oh, my name is Jarek Greener.
Jarek Greener. Jarek, welcome to the program, fam. What's up?
Nothing much. I just want to ask you, what do you think about, Clay Matthews?
Last year
the great pickup.
Yeah, last year I thought about Clay Matthews because the guy knows all you could possibly know as a linebacker. You know what, Jerk, I only wonder, is he still physically able to carry it? Because Clay Matthews was an absolute beast. But is he still Clay Matthews, or are the Packers letting him go because they think he's pretty much done? It's the only thing that worries you about it.
I saw the Packers are letting him explore free agency, but if the Niners could pick him up and help out the young guys, I think it would be great for the defense.
Yeah, man, because the dude, he definitely can play. Even though he wrecked Aaron Rodgers' car in that commercial, but still, I like him.
Oh yeah, he did.
But you know what? I wonder if the 49ers, the way this roster is set up right now, the 49ers probably aren't quite ready. This is why when you look at some of the great stars out there that are in their last legs, the 49ers have such a number of young and upcoming talents. I wonder what their thinking is. How many of these veterans are they going to want to bring in at this point? Because they're almost ripe and ready. You look at DeForest Buckner with 3 years. You look at some of the 2-year players. I don't know, but go ahead.
Yeah, I guess you're right a little bit. I don't know.
Maybe
I'm a retard. I don't know what it.
No.
I'm sorry.
It may be. Some of these guys may come in. Is he?
Oh.
Are you okay?
Dude, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
Well, whatever you say will be fine. Anything else?
Oh. Okay. Next up, Randall Cobb. There's not too many good receivers. I don't think. They got to get rid of, who is it? Pierre Garçon or someone? I don't even know.
Hey, Garçon's already gone.
Randall Cobb.
Yeah. He likes the Packers. Okay.
Dude, no, the Packers aren't signing him. The Packers aren't signing him again because he's just washed up at all of them. Okay, don't need him.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, Randall Cobb. I got a feeling Randall Cobb. We got too many Randall Cobb types. You got to be different, or otherwise, probably not. My guess. Jarek, let's give Jarek a little moment alone to himself. We're gonna go ahead and check out Michael Deiter. He says, "Hey, what do you think about moving down in the first round or moving back in the first round?" Hey, Michael, the only thing that worries me about these kind of things is, what if, this is what I'm saying, is it time this year for the quality picks versus the quantity? But with the 49ers, the way they pick people up, some guys are just, Fred Warner was a home run, 3rd round. George Kittle, the best example, 5th round. Trent Taylor, they say his back is okay now and he probably will be back to form. He could be a home run. We'll see what it looks like this year. Now that he's going to be working with Wes Welker, Wes is going to be able to tell him exactly what to do with his size and how he can actually excel, right? So you figure Trent Taylor is going to be a force this year as well. And I'm looking for DJ Jones, who played the nose a couple of times last year and looked beastly, looked rough, looked tough, looked ready. So, I tell you, these guys, they're drafting. They get a lot of flack for that their first year because of Reuben and some other guys. But really, in a draft, if you pick up 3 or 4 good players, you actually did hit a home run. Every now and then you see the 49ers do a really good job and get a bunch of picks like we did back in, what was that year? We hit the mother load of best picks. But, let's say, Trey Flowers is a mean dude. Buckner and him will have so much fun breaking quarterbacks' legs. I know. And he's probably better than he looks with the Patriots. He gets next to Buckner. They've got no Buckner type, actually, New England. Put him next to Buckner. Kenny, what's up, 9 to 5? What's up, Kenny? Lep 1200. Josh Allen is this year's Derwin James, but bigger and stronger. What a thought. Ernest Vasquez. What's up, Night Fam? And Cindy says, question. How will we use Condavia Street? Well, I just want to see what a fully healthy Condavia Street looks like on the field. Lord help the man who comes running to Contavious trying to stop him. I want to be able to witness that. I'm gonna be standing right in the TV screen just so I can see. Here's Contavious right there. Oh! I can already see. Bam! Danny Contavious coming to rhino horn on it. This dude is back. Empire Strikes Back. I used to watch All in the Family. Don't get me started with that theme. John Haynes, what's up? Ronbo, the Night Empire faithful. Keeping our head above water. Oh, that's the wrong show. Good times. Let me think about that for a minute. Hey, Will. Come on in here, Will.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Will, man, I'm getting all crazy, man. I'm thinking the combine is gonna be like exciting, man. Everybody wants to know just how high people like Josh Allen, DK Metcalf. Let's look at the Butler boy and some of these other guys. How athletic are they? Could give us a preview of the damages they could possibly instill upon opposing teams. And these are the same guys we do not want. And also, the thought that Kyler Murray is not going to be picked up by the Cardinals. If Kyler goes out there and runs a Michael Vick 4.3, I tell you what, the Cardinals will be under extreme pressure at that point because the Cardinals will be sitting back there saying, damn, we told Josh we was going to keep him. You told Josh we was going to keep him. I told Josh, you said to tell the media that Josh Rosen is our guy. Don't blame that on me. Look. Who's going to call Josh and tell him? We're going to trade him. Will, I already see that conversation coming. Big Show don't see it. But Will, come on, man. What you thinking?
Man, Big Show don't never know nothing, man. I don't really be paying attention to what he be talking about.
He wants somebody else so bad. He's mad at me because I said we go get the number 2 pick of any edge rusher we want. He can't stand it. He thinks I have an agenda. Big Show, I don't want that boy in the NFC West. To be honest with you, I do not want Kyler Murray bothering us twice a year. That's Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson 4 times a damn year. Shoot, no. But I see it coming. But go ahead, Will. I'm through.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get to the combine real quick. I just want to address something about last night. About something that some of these guys just don't understand. I don't mean to get off subject, but it got to be addressed. I'm not gonna mention any names. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt your feelings. You know what I'm saying? But check this out, man.
It is Monday night.
Jerry McKinney. There's been some talking in the chat room about why we overpaying Jerry McKinney all that money and all that crap. You know what I'm saying? Look, quit all that crime, bro. Look, man, the dude hurt himself, man. The dude tore his ACL. How you not gonna get this man a try? You know what I'm saying? He ain't been on the field yet. The dude, Kyle Shanahan wanted this dude. The 49ers was in a bidding war with the Jets to get this dude. Kyle Shanahan wanted this man. He had full 100% faith in this man. Y'all leave that dude alone, man. The dude tore his ACL, and y'all already trying to ask why we paid the man all that money for him. Y'all acting like the dude went out there last year and was sorry, and then, you know, and then want to. I mean, I can understand if he was out there last season and he didn't do nothing, then you could ask that question. But you haven't even seen the dude yet. And I'm hearing people talking about George Kittle. George Kittle is the only receiver we got. The only receiver we go to guy. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Pierre Garçon hurt his neck. He wasn't producing after that. He hadn't produced. Marquis Goodwin had family problems, so he was kind of in and out of it during the season. Trent Taylor was hurt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all the guys weren't even playing last year. So how can you say that we only got George Kittle out there?
That wasn't trash, boy. I'll tell you that. Hey,
you know what I'm
saying? Guys, don't unmute yourself when somebody else is talking, please. It's rude. All right, go ahead, Will.
chill out. Yeah, chill out with all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the one. But anyway, like I'm saying, man, you know, man, y'all getting on this dude, man, talking about why we overpaying this dude, man. Look, man, the dude will show out this year, man. I believe Kyle Shanahan is gonna turn that dude into a Pro Bowler, man. Just give the man his time, man. The dude gonna shine. You know what I'm saying? So enough with that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, to the draft, like I said, man, I'm with Polite, man. I want Polite, dog. The dude is rude on the field, dog. His last man may be polite, but he's rude on the field, man. So you know what I'm saying?
Impolite, polite. Oh, hey, I just want to address one more thing about what you just said, though, as far as that overpaying, like people believe about Jerick McKinnon. Kyle did not go in with the intention of overpaying. But unlike a lot of us, a lot of people see the value in Jerick McKinnon and what they could do with him probably as well. So Kyle says, oh, no. You guys don't all of a sudden like Jerick McKinnon. He's mine. Jerick, here's the money I'm paying, all right? Where are you going to go? And that's how that happened. They didn't intentionally go out to pay that. This is a thing that is being overlooked by a few. But go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then we talking about number one receiver. I hate to use this analogy because I hate the fucking Rams. But the Rams didn't have no goddamn number one receiver, and they went to the Super Bowl. They were talking about Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp was hurt. He was the number one. Man, Cooper Kupp was
not the number one.
They ain't had. No, he
wasn't the number one receiver.
They didn't have no number ones that went to the Super Bowl. So quit all that cap with that.
Hey, Will.
You know what?
Will, the Patriots didn't have a number one receiver either. They had Edelman and Brady.
They went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right, so I prove my point. But Polite, man, I like Polite. I believe I hope John Lynn get him. If they don't, and they get Bosa and Allen, I mean, I like those picks too, man. Like I said, man, we need press. We need to put pressure on these quarterbacks. We need to get these sack fumbles. Y'all know where I stand on the free agent signing, so I'm not gonna speak on that tonight. But yeah, man, Arizona, man, I don't know. I think Arizona might get Kyler Murray, dog, because I don't know. Arizona got so many holes, man. They got so many holes, and I think they want. Yeah, I think they want to address the quarterback position first. So, I mean, Josh Rosen might be on that trade block, so we might get Bosa or Allen or Polite. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, but
you'll have a choice.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Imagine?
So.
But, Will, can you imagine, just like you say, the 49ers may be choosing between Bosa, Allen, and Polite. And I figure that, and probably in that order, too. So which one are you going to take? Because, like, Polite is a fiend. Allen is the golden boy, as is Bosa. But Polite might be the gem.
Man, Polite look like a guy that's ready to play now. Like, I believe you would just plug him in right now and play, because man, when he's so quick off the line, the offensive linemen don't have time to get set once the ball is high. I'm like he's gone. He's gone.
He's gone. He's 6'2", 260. That's a rock rolling at you.
And he can stop the run, and he can stop the jet sweeps, and he got an incredible spin. He got a incredible head spin, like a body spin to get off the tackle to make the play.
Because he's 6'2", his center of gravity is that much better. The dude is scary. But Will, we got to go. Tell us about how you feel about the Rams before we say goodnight. I'll probably see you all week long, actually, because I'm gonna be back all week.
All right, Ronbo, it's my pleasure. All right, here we go. Not Empire, man. Shout out to everybody. Fuck Rudy. Fuck the Rams. They lost and they broke. And as of today, the Rams collected only $15.17.
We'll add something to it every day. And pretty soon it's gonna be. And Sean McVay's girlfriend just left him.
Oh, now he really broke emotionally.
Well, I'll see you later, fam.
All right, man.
And and this is not to get on the people who really got this thing about Jerick McKinnon, but it's a prejudice that has to be met. You ain't seen Jerick McKinnon on the field yet, and more importantly, not seeing what Kyle has planned for him. To me, this is more of a shot at Kyle Shanahan, who, by the way, has made a couple of mistakes, and I can understand it a little more than I could before, because C.J. Beathard is not ready for prime time, and my boy Joe Williams may have needed a little more time, but other than that, he's not gonna. No, I'm not. I don't want to talk to the Raider fan. Is that the Raider fan that we talked to earlier that was telling me about the guys over in Green Bay? Oh, it's another guy? Oh, Tyrod Taylor guy. The Tyrod Taylor guy's kind of funny.
Ronbo.
Let's give the Tyrod Taylor guy. We'll give him a minute. Yes, Raider fan.
Okay. I have an idea for the Niners.
I've got no volume on you though.
It's a good.
Get him out of here.
No, instead of that cheesehead that was like, or the other Raiders guy who was talking about
you're a Raiders fan shows you know nothing about football. So
wait, Tyler, let him finish.
Yeah,
We're fair people here. Let's give him a minute.
Yeah, you hopped on the 2013 season. I know.
All right,
Okay,
go ahead.
Anyways.
Go ahead.
So instead of getting that trash old Clay Matthews, you pick up Frank Clark. And instead of getting defensive ends in the draft, you trade down and you pick up secondary, or you get linebacker. I mean, I don't care, honestly. And then you don't want to spend too much.
It begs the question: if you don't care, what?
And they need to get paid.
Okay. Listen, it's
True.
We're waiting for you to trade up and give us like 20 picks for the next 10 years to get that Nick Bosa pick. Raider fan, thank you very much for sharing. We'll see you later.
It'd be
Where did these people come from? Has Rudy started a trend? A Packer fan calls in. He wants to give us all his garbage. And here comes a Raider fan saying, trade down and blah, blah, blah. Really, I don't care. It's comical. See, these people see us coming. Fear is just, it's over-rolling on their bodies. I mean, it's just hilarious. And Jim Thornton says, hey, what's up, Jim? Alvaro Cueva. Say, Nine Empire, hit that like button. Thanks, fam. Josh Chernuski, he says, Bo Bensuel, also from Wisconsin, is a good guard prospect. You can tell by that name, this dude is huge. A lot of times those guys are using Eastern Bloc heritage, right? Bensuel. And he's in Wisconsin where there's a lot of dairy, so he's probably been getting big since he's like 5 years old. And he says he's as strong as hell. I bet he is. All-Star Luna says Kittle was plucking the ball out of the air in the combine. I love when they do that. You know, I always love to watch that drill. And that's what he gets to do with Jimmy, because Jimmy puts that ball right where it needs to be. Coach says, do you realize that the reason more sports writers, people are mocking Allen to us is because they don't expect Bosa to be available, right? And they're assuming Bosa is picked by the Cards. But you know what, Coach? Jachai Polite is ranked above. Well, you know, when I think about it, so is Rashawn Gary's got a ranking I still don't understand either. But so I guess you can never tell about the rankings. But the guy who stands out, and James said something that hit home with me. Josh Allen runs a 4.6. He could be solid in coverage. He's athletic. He's 260, so he is big enough to maintain in the 4.3 because he's got the size. I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid of the JA. Let me see. I want to see what it looks like in the combine. Chris Wall, he said, I'd be so happy if we ended up with Josh Allen and Deebo Samuel. Oh, yeah. HBK, the icon, the showstopper, the main event, Mr. San Francisco. HBK!
What up, Ronbo? Yo, what up, Ronbo?
Bam. I'm telling you, man. We're under fire here. We have to put up a perimeter of guards, boy. I tell you, they're starting to. We're under breach. We're getting breached.
Please don't say wall, because right now, we're kind of like at a
well, yeah, that's a sensitive word, but I mean.
Yeah, so, wall's not an operative word right now.
Yes, but HBK, turn your TV down, though. It's bleeding into your
all right.
speaker. But yeah,
right.
I got we already got a Ram fan. Rams fans actually are all over our chat normally. Raider fans used to be until they got the butt beat last year by you know who, us. And
Yeah.
now a Packers fan? What is he doing calling in here? I have no idea what's going on. What's next? Oh, I've actually seen Patriot fans in here. But go ahead. They know what's coming.
Well, it's like, anyway, it's like I'm not paying attention to Patriots fans, Packer fans. You know, it's all about the Niner Empire. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Monday through Friday, 365, 24/7. You know, that's what it is. But anyway, I say between Josh Allen and Bosa, okay, would be our first round pick, our second overall pick, depending if we stay in that number 2 spot. And I've also been looking at a lot of Andy Isabella out of UMass. And being that, you know, Wes Welker is our wide receiver coach, and looking at this dude's YouTube highlights, I mean, dude's got crazy speed. I don't know what his actual 40 time is, but I'm thinking a lot about this AB situation. And, you know, it's like, you know, and we don't really have to put our eggs all in the AB basket, you know, just to, you know, be on the safe side and kind of like, you know, preserve our picks and everything. And I mean, but if it works out that we get AB, okay, that's all well and good. But I'm kind of like, you know, just want to just kind of like grow our own talent as far as like, you know, a wide receiver, because like, you know, what
HBK,
was saying
Andy
is like,
Isabella's out of what school?
UMass.
UMass, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, and what Kyle Shanahan was, you know, talking about earlier, like in the season, like, you know, in the season last year, is like he wants to make changes to the team. He wants to see improvement, but at the risk of, say, mortgaging the farm or betting the farm for one player and stuff. You know, I really don't, I guess, see us, you know, doing that. But if Lynch and Shanahan believes in it, then, you know, they got to, you know, go do what they got to do, because we're not trying to be in the Rams shadow. We're not trying to be in Seattle shadow anymore. And if Arizona want to go as far as to get Kyler Murray, I mean, that's cool. You know, go ahead and do what you do. Yeah, I mean, because he's going to be a great, I mean, he's a rookie anyway. I mean, it's like, you know, I mean, what's he going to do?
Well,
I mean, it's like, you know, after we get through drilling him into the ground about 1,000 times.
Yeah, make sure we do too.
I mean, what is he going to do?
Oh, don't let him. The thing is, he could get away from any lineman out there. I just don't want him in the West. You know, can he please go to the NFC East or something? My God.
I mean, Russell Wilson is one thing and stuff, but then again, it's like if you really paid attention to, like, you know, maybe his I guess what Reggie Wayne was saying, or David Carr from NFL Network, it's like, you know, he'll make some good plays, you know, kind of like almost like Kaepernick, like Cap. Okay, Cap will beat you with his feet. However, if you corral him and keep him in the pocket and make him beat you from the pocket, okay, how good is he going to be from the pocket?
All of those guys have a problem with that. That's true, but you that's easier said than done. We watch Russell Wilson. We try to contain his little butt for how long? You know, I just, these kind of guys with extreme speed, I don't like that we have to play Lamar Jackson next year anyway. You know, I like quarterbacks who can stay there and let my boys kill him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's like Ronbo. It's like if you paid attention to what San Diego. I mean, it's still stuck in my head. If you paid attention to what the Chargers did to Baltimore and kept Lamar in check, there's a way. There is a way. So it's not the end of the world, because there is a blueprint, and maybe the Chargers gave us a blueprint on how to handle Lamar whenever we see him.
Yeah, because
so it's not the end of the world.
That is the answer. I agree. I just mobile quarterbacks with accuracy just worry me. Like Mahomes, he wasn't really a mobile quarterback, but if he had to escape, he would, and make them crazy, unbelievable throws. This is the NFL, HBK, and this dude is throwing no-look passes. Man, this ain't the NBA, and he's getting away with it. Damn.
I mean, it's like he got away with it, Ronbo. But it's like if you understood the way the AFC Championship game played out, that kind of got him in trouble to some degree. I mean, because guess what though? I mean, as much as I hate New England, but I gotta give the devil they do. But as much as I hate New England was like, and so I mean, it's like you're a mobile quarterback. You can run around this and the third. But guess what though? New England still beat them.
Yep. Belichick is Belichick is a living legend. I mean, don't give him time to prepare for you. Oh my God, the Rams never seen was coming, and that was not New England's best game. They looked like crap on defense, and it wasn't all because of the Rams either. So you're right.
Right. You're right. I guess like the only quarterback that really gave Bill Belichick fits and won was Cap. When we went to New England and beat them in their own field at their own game.
Cap's game was one of the newest games. That was a new generation. Remember, coming from the pistol, that was the new. Belichick wasn't ready for that. See, and Cap worked his ass. And also, when you think about it, Kyle Shanahan. That's why Belichick's got so much respect for him. Belichick could do nothing with the Falcons until the second half. And the defense took over. But, man, that's hilarious. Or should I say the Falcons' defense went down and couldn't do nothing with Belichick's offense, which is strange. But we'll see next happens next year. Because Belichick no longer has respect for McVay. And that used to be his other boy.
But Ronbo, it's like, whenever you can, check out Andy Isabella out of UMass and stuff.
I wrote it down.
I can almost guarantee you, like, whoa. I mean, you talking about Cal, like speed. Dude has crazy speed. It's like I've seen dude like the quarterback from UMass hit Andy Isabella on a slant, and he took off and split the defenders and took it straight to the house, bro.
Well, I like that. HBK, we got to stop. I'm gonna tell you what though.
Right,
I'm gonna be around here all week, so I'll see you later on in the week. Okay.
Indeed,
right.
You shall. HBK and the click, we out, bro.
Night, HBK.
All right.
Oh, man. And you know what? I don't want to sound like I'm scared of Kyler Murray, but what I'm saying is I sit there and picture a year. What if Kyler Murray does come in and it doesn't take him long to adjust? Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, and Russell Wilson in the same season. As long as we split, if we take out the Cardinals thing, there's no reason why we should not this time, even if they do have Kyler Murray. It may be rough, but come on. Again, 3 in a row. If there's a team we need to stop, it is no longer the Seahawks. The Cards have been owning the 49ers way too long, too. And then we go to Lamar Jackson, who I suspect is going to evolve from last year. And then, of course, our buddy Russ up in Seattle. Damn it. Hey, Dank says, this is Rudy's older brother, by the way. Robert. Yo, Rob, man, you y'all need to get a life is what you need to do, man. Your team's sorry, you suck, and the first thing you want to do is come over here and meddle. I tell you, the chat, I'm telling you, man, they're gonna get you. 13-3, it's Kenny. 13-3, because we got Jimmy G. Bring them Lombardis to the SFC. I like that, Kenny. 13-3, because we got Jimmy G. Bring them Lombardis to the SFC. Chant this for me, Ronbo. Kenny, how you fam? I like it. I write that stuff down. Dolan says we'll sign Brandon Graham and draft Josh Allen. Ooh. Brandon Graham can play the big end, too. That's going to be nice. Because he got that size that if you try to run, I'm going to set the edge. Y'all, come on down. Then pair him up with Fred Warner. Ooh, I like it. Fred's got to get a running mate, though, back there. Leroy Phillips here says, SFC, sucker free, City to Bay, 415. Not Empire Family for life. And Coach says, Bosa is still the best edge rusher in this draft. And if he's there, we would be crazy not to pick him up. There are going to be many gems in later rounds at other positions in this draft, too. Yeah, man. That's a decision that the coaches got to make, because I really struggle with that one. Jason Johns, the Niners pick up Flowers to Lawrence. Oh, no, Niners pick up Flowers or Lawrence in free agency. Add things at safety, or maybe Collins if he leaves the Giants. Draft Allen with the second pick, and let's get some work done, not breaking the bank. See, that's what I'm talking about. And by the way, Antonio Brown fans, I saw something. Somebody thinks the 49ers are not considering any trade deals with the Steelers. I'll maybe send you the link later. I'm just saying, I don't want to send a link. I did read it. You know what? I don't want anybody to be. I'm always getting on people for being negative. I'm not going to get negative about it. I just saw somebody else did say that. So if we get AB, I'm cool. I am. I ain't got no problem with that, because like I said, to see AB and Marquise Goodwin streaking down the field, I'd be laughing as a snap went off, especially if I seen him zoom out of the camera lens as fast as they're going to. I want to see what the defense does. Just 11. Look out for Brown. I can see it now. John Hayes playing with cracked ribs. That's the wrestler kill, I know, right? Kill's tough, man. He is tough. Ronbo owes me money, otherwise known as Jersey Joe. He said, "Hi, fam, just want to autograph George Kittle jersey in mostly young style. Woohoo! Added to the collection." Jersey Joe still at it. He never stops. And JJ, keep working, show. I love watching him get stressed out. I scared me. Producer boy, I thought that was it was important. I thought it was a show on the phone. I was getting ready to say, "Uh-oh." Show, it's Monday.
Can you hear me?
JT, I can hear you. Come on in.
Oh, no, this is Jacob from last night. I talked to you.
Oh, Jacob. Oh, hey, Jacob. What's... Oh, I don't know.
Are you there?
Jacob, go ahead, Jacob. Jacob, you got... I see you. Jacob, I was confused. Jacob, you got to hold on. It's JT's turn right now. Be back in a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, JT. JT, why did you speak up, man? I thought that was you talking. Go ahead.
No. I was over here looking at something else on my tablet. What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, JT, man, the options are starting to pick up. Because the 49ers, of all things, when it rains, it pours. If indeed the Cardinals are smart enough to decide that Kyler Murray is more of a future for their offense than Josh Rosen, which to me is a no-brainer, we have our choice at the number 2 overall pick. And, man, that's going to be a very strange thing, isn't it? But, it seems it's a given that you take the kid with the hand in the dirt, his specialty. You'd probably take Bosa first. But also, James pointed out that Allen has coverage abilities with that speed and athleticism. And there's Jachai Polite, who probably wakes up every morning and has a tackling dummy, and it looks like a quarterback in his living room, and he probably hits it at high speed. I really don't know what they're going to do with that. But what are you thinking?
You can't go wrong with either of the three, but the first two, if you go with Bosa, you got a pass rusher who can play all 4 downs.
Yep.
With Josh Allen, he could only play, in so many different coverages.
Yep. That's why
you
have him at the Sam part-time. You put him at the Leo another part of the time. Because I think I'd rather have it at the Leo for the first 2 downs unless it's an obvious passing down. It's a
win-win either way you look at it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a win-win. But preferably, I'd rather go with Bosa. I think that's a safer bet with me.
Yeah. Because I need that. I want that edge. I want all hell to break loose. As soon as they think they're going to pass, I want them looking up in the quarterback screaming, "Get him off me! I want that. It's like flying around in the air when you got a bandit, 12 o'clock. That's what I want. And Bosa probably provides that, probably even a little better than Allen. So, but Allen is a beast. My God, he's a beast. Tough call.
Yeah, he's And like that last caller was just saying, get that the other edge rusher from the Philadelphia Eagles.
Brandon.
Yeah, Graham. Yeah, Brandon Graham. You know, I kind of thought to myself, shit, that'd be ferocious with them two right there. Maybe have C.J. Mosley if he becomes available right there, alongside with Fred Warner.
But that'll be the sweepstakes. Everybody be throwing all kind of mad money at him too, because Baltimore. I don't think they can franchise him. They can't afford him. They're going to see if they can take a deal.
Yeah, but I don't think he's not. I think he's going to want to get compensated. So imagine if he becomes a free agent, and if we can lure him to San Francisco, I think we'd have a ferocious linebacking corps right there with him and Fred Warner.
No doubt. Warner and Mosley in the same backfield? Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a dream come true. Man. Should we get Montez Sweat or somebody else in the second round for the edge? Should they make that deal, and go ahead and get Greedy Williams in the first round? Yeah, that would change everything, Damn.
Oh.
We'll see.
Yeah, that'd be a sight to see. But I remember you just saying something with that caller. If even if we was to get AB, and I hope we do, but if we don't, there's a receiver I've been kind of starting to fall for, man, and it's your boy DK Metcalf. I just keep on watching film on him. His freaking catch radius, and he's big,
huge,
and it's like he can just box out freaking defenders.
Exactly. Yes. You go, and bump and run that dude coming off the lane. You talk about a cornerback trying to be physical. Go ahead. Be physical, cornerback.
Yeah, he'll box you out, kind of like how Jimmy Graham. He kind of reminds me how Jimmy Graham used to do that.
Yeah, nobody could do that with him either. Boy.
Yeah,
JT, you remember that game, that last game in 2014? Who was that cornerback we had? Anyway, they was running downfield. Jimmy Graham, and he had about 14 49ers running. Even the coach was running down the field with Graham. And they got down the perfect field. And I forgot who that was. He did the perfect thing because they couldn't do nothing with Graham. He's just coming down the field. He went down, and the rep threw the flag. I said, oh, my God. That was the perfect move because he had y'all beat. If Breeze would have put that ball up, we lose. He's going to make that play. Oh man, that was beautiful. But that's what you got to resort to when you're dealing with those kind of dudes, man. Shoot,
we can use something like that on our offense, Ronbo. Like we really can. And I was like, damn, if we don't get AB, God forbid, if we get AB, like you were just saying, ooh, imagine him with the offense with Marquise Goodwin on the other side. Oh, who you going to cover?
That's gonna render, and even if they do, if you leave that interior open, now you got Trent, you possibly got, what do I say? You got three guys potentially. You got Tater, you got Kittle, and you've got coming on the backfield. You've also got Jerick McKinnon. You know that? See, Kyle is putting together a master plan that a lot of people aren't comprehending and realizing what's potentially gonna happen. You bring AB and you put him in that role. My God, that would be special. But I don't have a problem
about it
with Kittle. I mean, not Kittle, but Dante Pettis either, though. See, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, the one more thing, Ronbo, before I leave here. I was looking at some 49ers news, and I just came across something on 49ers up to the minute. And they're talking about how the 49ers need a pass rusher.
That's everybody's saying that.
And then after, after they were talking about the pass rusher, they kind of mentioned how things are going to heat up, during when the combine starts, to see if whether or not the 49ers are in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see. We're going to find out.
They're definitely in that. They're really looking hard. But you know what's so funny about the 49ers? Look for the 49ers to have a plan that's going to – because I still was so fooled last year by McGlinchey. So the 49ers pull an OT or an OG out of the first round. What's the kid's name from Bama? It's look for because there's lots of edge rushers in it, and the 49ers may have evaluated everybody, and they may think somebody other than what we're looking at that looks obvious as last year could be the plan.
Just throw everybody way off, huh?
Make them. A lot of people be pissed. But
I'd be pissed, man, because I want the premier freaking edge rusher, man. You've got to address that, man. Come on.
You do, but you not necessarily in the first round. There may be, we'll see. Because the 49ers, they are frightening. Because Dalton Reisner is available from Kansas State. Look out for him. He's an offensive tackle. Jonah Williams from Alabama. These dudes,
Jonah Williams.
Yeah, but we'll see. Because we need. All right. Fam, what time's up? Fam, JT, let me see you later on in the week, okay?
All right, my bad yesterday, Ronbo. I did fell asleep yesterday.
We had a feeling. It's okay, JT. You made up for today. See you later on the week.
All right, Ronbo. You guys take care.
Yeah, you
Niner Empire.
Yeah. And Victor Rojas, he said, how about picking up Kevin Pierre? Let me see, Kevin Pierre Luis in free agency to replace Malcolm Smith. Who is that? What team is he playing with now? Hey, Jacob, come on in now, Jacob.
Hear me?
Jacob.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Jacob. Go ahead, man.
Oh, I didn't know. I always just check so I don't waste time by sitting here talking to myself if you can't hear me. But
anyway, don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just seeing, what's going on and just to talk with you about some of the stuff I kind of seen today on like Instagram and social media about San Francisco that like Antonio Brown trade rumors. Like I saw earlier today, really early in the morning, that the Niners elected that they weren't interested anymore.
See, I saw that too. I wasn't going to say anything because that bothers some people, but I kind of thought, yeah, well, it might not be true, but you never know. I don't know. Go ahead.
Right. I just think that, the Steelers want too much for him with his age getting up there, and he's never played for another team, and they don't know if he's going to be a scheme fit or if he's going to be able to fit in there. And, with what's the accusations that happen outside of football with his children's mother and just like some of that type of stuff.
You got to say it right, Jacob. Say his baby's mama.
Yeah, baby's mama. Yeah, it's just that the Steelers, they want it to benefit them. But in San Francisco, obviously needs a big-time number one wide receiver. I mean, every single Niners fan knows that. And what they need to do, I think, is trade, maybe a next year's second, because a next year's second I don't think would hurt us as bad as this year's second would. Because, I mean, this year's draft is big for Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. If they do a phenomenal job in the draft and they go in and those players don't do well and we don't have another winning season and we go another 6-10, 4-12, 5-11, another negative season, I don't think Kyle Shanahan or John Lynch, one of them, will be there next season.
Okay, but Jacob, you got to keep in mind, too, York's going to look at the same thing he looks at this year. You can't fully hold that team responsible for being like – you can't lose your starting quarterback, your starting running back. The losses – even the cruelest owner is looking at what happened and saying, well, they were lucky to win 4 games, I guess, looking at what happened. So they went out and they tried to get a group that's going to be able to help them stay on the field. This is the paramount thing. It's not all that much about picking up a whole lot of players because what if they go down to injury too? Same story. See? So that's why – and by the way, with the deal with them saying the 49ers aren't interested, that's how you drive the bargain down because – quite frankly, the Steelers are saying 3 teams have inquired about Antonio Brown. Why'd they share that information with us? They're not supposed to be saying that anyway.
Right.
That would be tampering if teams were just calling Pittsburgh saying we are interested in him. So it was a lie to begin with. So the thing is, if indeed they're going to start exchanging lies, then the 49ers, if they really do want Antonio Brown, they should say things like, we're not interested. So if you guys think we're going to call and give you a first or second round pick, you might as well stop smoking that low-grade dope. Because what you do with Antonio Brown, the most you should be giving up for Antonio Brown is a third or fourth round pick. He's 30 years old. I understand he's great. And just like that guy said last year, which made me laugh so hard, I thought it was funny then, but now I think it's more funny now. He says, Antonio Brown, the only reason you're as good as you are is because you're with the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. And that's when and Brown took exception to that. Oh, trade me to another team and let me see. And that's when the wheels actually started rolling on this whole mess. Last year, and this year just hit a bubble, is when all of a sudden Antonio's not getting as many touches as he thinks he should get. So, it's a hilarious story. The 49ers may not really want to be bothered with all this. I don't know. But he is a good player.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, if you look up Antonio Brown highlights,
he's amazing.
Every receiver's good. I mean, if you're in the NFL as a wide receiver, you're obviously going to be decent at catching the ball.
Yeah.
What I think they specialize in for Antonio Brown is because if you look at him, his run after the catch ability on some plays, when he catches that football, I mean, he makes sure he can catch it, and then he looks for ways to gain even an extra yard or two. Most receivers will just catch it and just be happy they caught it. Antonio Brown, it doesn't look like he's satisfied.
Except for George Kittle.
He goes for more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Garcon used to be like that too.
Is that, Yep. Another thing is that this is kind of changing the subject a little bit, but it's still on San Francisco, obviously. But is that everybody that I know, most of them are Niners fans, but most of them that I know, they all say, oh, you guys were terrible this year, and you guys are going to be terrible next year. We're going to be terrible this year. And I was thinking, well, we have Jerick McKinnon, a whole entire young squad coming off a decent season for most of the young guys. And then think about it. You have Jimmy Garoppolo with a torn ACL for over a year. Well, not over a year, but a little less than a year.
Nearly a year.
Going through surgery, getting healthy, getting ready to play again. Just like Kyle said, I looked out on the field that one day and he was slinging the ball or whatever.
Yeah.
That it's going to be crazy just to see what they do. And if we can acquire AB, I feel like Jimmy Garoppolo to Antonio Brown, that's going to be insane. And with people saying they see Jimmy Garoppolo like a mini Tom Brady or whatever it is, I mean, that's, I think, what Antonio Brown needs.
Yeah. But if we don't get Brown, you can tell those folks, don't look for the 49ers to suck on offense. One thing people need to worry about, the most dangerous offensive weapon on the 49ers field is Kyle Shanahan. Got to remember that.
Yep.
All right. Hey, Jacob, we got to go, though, fam. I'll see you later on during the week, huh?
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Ronbo.
Thank you.
Okay,
all right, and, hey, Kenny's back, Kenny. Kenny. Good to hear from you, fam. Missed you, too. Stone cold 49er. Let's get a guard and keep my boy Jimmy G clean. And you know what? Look for the 49ers do that. And as early as the third round for sure. That kid I told you about, Deiter, anyway, 49ers probably really are looking at him too. Harvey Huegues. Is it Huegues? That's it, Huegues. It's up. How's it going, Pirates? Shout out to everybody. Flux Carry Combine officially starts workouts on Friday. Yeah, because they keep talking about measurements and this and that. I think you're right. They do take a few days of measuring and waiting and giving people like Reuben Foster a chance to get into fights with the medical crew. Reuben, what were you doing? Now we know. Reese Overstreet, I still like Armstead. Dude is a monster of a man. He may not leave. It's just one of those things. He is $9 million, though. Will they pick it up? They only got a few days, by the way. Jim Thurl says, every night I want that guy. Did you see the dude? I want him. That's our guy all week. It's going to be epic. Jim, but you left the name out. Right. Dolan says the Grand Ole Opry's in Nashville. I was in the right state though. That's right, Nashville. That's right. Stax Records was based in Memphis. There's a big difference in that music genre, isn't there? Stax R&B, Nashville country. I mean, real country, too. William Roberts, I just watched Zach Allen's highlights for the first time. The dude is a beast. Zach Allen. Josh? Zach. I got to check out who's Zach. Okay. Oh, hey. Hey, Tyler!
Rumbo, my man.
Tyler, I'm telling you, man, it's hilarious. When that Raider fan comes in here, you're right on his butt. I mean, immediately. you
tell him to
like
get the
smell
fuck
him
outta
out
here.
before he even says a word. I don't even know until he says a couple sentences.
He's a Raider fan. Get the fuck out of here. We won 34-3.
You know, that's the thing.
34-3.
How do they have any nerve to make any noise up in here after getting beat like that?
I told you, kick his ass out, man.
Oh, look at Zach Allen. Okay, Zach Allen, Boston College defensive end. All right. Yeah. Ty, do you know anything about Zach Allen?
Nah, I do not. I have not watched very much
College
highlights
ball?
from anybody.
Yeah,
I'm just making predetermined assumptions that I want.
Yeah, I hear you. I'll check him out later. All right. But Tyler, go ahead, man. What's on your mind, man? I'm telling, I know you're totally an advocate against any talk about Tyler. I mean, not Tyler, but you. Tyler's going to go to Arizona to be the quarterback. Any talk about Kyler Murray coming to Arizona after dropping Josh Rosen?
I would never play quarterback for the enemy.
Hey, but Kyler Murray
the Rams
would.
are the enemy.
Yeah. Well, Kyler Murray would.
Well, here, guess what?
What?
Russell Wilson's going to sign with the Giants next year when he's a free agent.
No,
so Seahawks might want to look into drafting Kyler Murray.
The Giants said he's no giant. He can't come here. He's too small.
They ain't say that.
They did, actually. Somebody else is quoting somebody else in the organization. He says, Russell Wilson is literally not a giant. No, we're not interested. And they said that in order to say that about Kyler Murray. He's not coming to New York either as a giant. He's not a giant.
Nah.
We're not interested.
Next year, Russell Wilson, I'm pretty sure, is a free agent next year. If he don't sign a deal with Seattle, he's going to New York. I'm telling you right now.
I'm telling you right now, Josh Rosen is going to New York. How tall is Josh Rosen?
Why would he go to New York?
Because here's why. Because the Giants are going to say, you guys want something for Josh Rosen? We'll trade picks. No, we're not trading picks. We'll give you Josh Rosen. We'll take your pick.
No.
Okay.
The Patriots should offer that 32 pick and pick up Josh Rosen. Look out for that. I mean, hey.
Ooh, okay, Tyler, you don't know it, but you just said it. That could be so. Josh Rosen is a Patriot-style quarterback.
Yeah, I remember you were talking one night, and then you're like, "What? Why am I picturing Josh Rosen in my head in a Patriots uniform?" You said that, and I'm like, "Yeah."
That was before I don't think I knew who what's his name was yet. I didn't know who Kyler Murray was. People were talking about him, but I'd never seen him before.
That would be a trade destination for Rosen.
Right.
Yeah.
He's not going. He could be the Giants, though, because the Giants could have the better pick, and maybe Arizona liked their pick a little better. But
soon enough, the Patriots are going to have to start looking for a replacement. We might as well do it now. They're going to have to do it this year, anyways.
Because Hoyer's not it, you know. And so, yeah,
he's having a good time out there, though.
I get collecting rings. I know. Hoyer should have 2 rings by now, if for not last year's meltdown.
He's enjoying himself.
Who?
Hoyer. He's enjoying himself out there.
No,
you watch,
I know.
when people are mics and stuff, he's having fun over there.
I've seen him. He's over there helping Tom warm up. He's not a football player anymore. He's sort of like I don't even know what he'd call himself now. But yeah.
I don't know. He's a good dude, though.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy.
Yeah, I remember I told you before, I think it was Reuben Foster or something that was doing a live video on Instagram. Yeah. It was like when Hoyer was still with us. It was like preseason or something. It was after a preseason game. And I think it was after the first one. I forgot who he was playing. But anyway, they were in the parking lot. Reuben Foster's live on Instagram. And then Reuben's like, "Hey Brian, you want in on my live?" And Brian's like, "I don't know how that shit works."
Oh, I do remember something like this. Yeah, I forgot what that was all about. Yeah, I remember that though.
Yeah. So I remember telling you about that. So I have a friend who's a Cowboy fan. Now don't judge him immediately.
And you call him a friend?
It's a good thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen to me. He's a Cowboy fan, and he knows a guy whose dad, I think, worked for the 49ers years ago or whatever.
Yep.
And he's going to try to hook me up with get Jimmy G to sign a card or something for me.
Oh, all right. Good deal.
Yeah. Hopefully it works out.
You should go ahead and give him your jersey and have him sign that.
Yeah, I might. I don't know.
Yeah, he'd like to do that. But yeah, hey, but listen, you know what? On the for real side, though, you get to make a choice between, and during the combine this week, Tyler, who are you going to be focused on? Are you looking at the wide receivers, cornerbacks, defensive players, defensive ends? What are you looking forward to the most?
Well, my primary position, it's not for us. I just like watching how the quarterbacks do.
Oh, you watch the quarterbacks?
I just like to see how they. Yeah, I like seeing how they're doing, and I want to see. You never know what Kyle Shanahan's thinking. He could be looking at Metcalf, man. If he wants to trade back into the first round, he could be looking at him.
Man, you know what? Because they're gonna surprise us with something. They do every year, right? Or last year was in particular a huge shock. I mean, I didn't see that coming in the first round.
We were like,
everybody thought it was going to be about a linebacker to join Reuben, right? Well, it was a linebacker to join Reuben, but Reuben didn't stay around. We still got the linebacker and more help on the offensive line. That was awesome. And that's why when people say there's the 49ers last year, if they screw it up this year, they're out of here. Well, see, they didn't really screw up last year. They picked some good draft picks and about 3 solid draft picks for sure, and McGlinchey, Pettis, and Fred. So that was already no reason to call them a fail last year. If we don't lose our starting, we don't lose 80% of our starting offense, that team goes 8-8 with ease. So you don't blame injuries on this coaching staff.
I think with what we have on a year-to-year basis, we'll be somewhere between 10 and 13 wins consistently, as long as majority of the roster stays healthy.
Yeah, they got to stay on the field. Though.
I've seen some freaky things on tape with Dante Pettis. That dude's route running, man. Oh my God! Get Jimmy on the field the whole season. It's going to be scary.
You know, he's got a connection with Dante because how did he see Dante in that Minnesota game? Did you see Pettis rolling toward the left side?
Yeah, he saw him. He started to basically guide him to move upfield, and then he saw that he had the right separation. And he put it where only Pettis could get it.
Amazing. Tyler, we're out of time. Let me. I'll see you during the week though, because I'm going to be hanging around all week long, buddy. All right.
Yeah, Pettis' route running freaked me out. I was watching it today. I was like, oh man, this dude plays. Oh, because you know how the Shanahan players make a jump in the second year, big time.
Always, especially when George Kittle's. Well, not
that's why. That's probably, dude. That's probably why Shanahan isn't looking to get a big time guy like OBJ or AB.
I think so.
Because
he's going to develop these guys.
I don't
it's not
think
going to take as long as
we
people think.
AB anyways.
Tyler, we really got to stop though.
Anyways, because
we're keeping too many people waiting. But listen, Tyler, see you later on in the week. We'll continue on this. All right.
Definitely.
All right, fam.
Definitely. Sorry for interrupting you, Alex.
That's okay.
All right. All right. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Forever faithful and on the train. Bye, bum.
Everybody's got an accent. Hey, David. David, you got a really bad connection. Is there anything you can do about that?
Out there. Can you hear me, Ronbo?
You can hear you. Okay, let's see. Go ahead. See if it stops.
I'm sorry about that. It's my wife calling on the other line.
Oh, I see. Okay, you're clear now. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I've been listening to all the callers, man. Shout out to the nation.
Dave. Remember, it's the Empire.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. That bothers some people, seriously. Razor, don't drive in here, man. I know Razor, man. Okay. Go ahead.
I apologize. But, it's just funny that those other fans take the time to go ahead and download the Niners Ronbo app and go ahead and take the time to call in and look for Niner information. So that just let us know that all these other teams are worried about us next year.
It's hilarious. We were getting more phone calls than usual too. Usually they were on the chat, pissing people off. Now they've called. They got the BALLS call. I am shocked. Good God! But go ahead. What do you think?
But nah, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. On the AB situation, I think we got a shot at getting AB. I think his position has drastically damaged himself, basically with all the photos coming out with the girl with scratches and the issue calling out Big Ben with the issue on that. So I think we got a shot at getting him for maybe like a third or fourth round. I don't think the 49ers are going to offer anything more than that. I think, if we can offer that, maybe get AB on the low end like that, because, people forget that AB is going to want a new contract also. So that's going to be a hefty price to pay just on that end also,
And Dave, I don't understand why he needs a new contract when he's got 3 years. Is maybe AB's trying to run anybody else off this call in Pittsburgh?
No, it's because of that guaranteed money. This is his last year on that guaranteed money. And he knows he's in his 30s, so he figured, I need at least 3 or 4 more years of guaranteed money to live the lifestyle that he lives.
But he's used to, yeah.
He lives. Yeah. So, but on the draft, though, I think if we keep that second pick, it's definitely going to be Josh Allen. It's definitely going to come down to how big he is. People think he's about 265. He's definitely not 265. He's probably about 250.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Good though, because we can put him at linebacker. Yeah. I think we're gonna pick up Ziggy Ansah. I just think that's a lock for us.
Oh.
Because he just fits the scheme with us and the relationship with the coach, the D-line coach. You put him, Josh Allen. And then I've been looking at the second round also. That kid Reisner from Kansas State. He's a guard, but he also is going to be developed to play tackle. So that'll give us our tackle for the future once Joe Staley retires. Or, you got cats like Mac Wilson, or even if we want to go the safety route, that kid from Washington, Mike Rump, is a good pickup in the second round, early second round. He's going to be a high draft pick also once they see how he tests out at the combine.
True. Are you thinking about 49ers picking a safety up?
Yeah, if we trade back with that second pick, I think the Dolphins are going to fall in love with Kyler Murray. And I think the Dolphins are going to really try to get up there to that second pick to get him.
You think the Dolphins are going to go for Kyler, huh?
I think so. They didn't go after Joe Flacco. They're not going after any of the quarterbacks that are going to be out there in free agency. I don't think so. I think they're tired of just because they had Jay Cutler. I think they're tired of plugging quarterbacks. I think they really want to develop a guy. I think they're going to fall in love with Kyler Murray, and they're going to make us a good offer. Give us that first. We'll take that 13th pick, their next first round next year, and that 43rd pick, which is basically another first round. So that'll give us basically 3 first rounds with our second round draft pick. I think that's the way to go to build through the draft for us, because we're going to have to pay Defoe here in a couple of years, and we're going to spend a lot of money this year.
Yeah, you know what? And you got Jonathan Abram. If you want a safety, it's just boy, him and Nasser Adderley. Boy, them boys lay the wood down.
It's so exciting this offseason because there's so many options that the Niners have that is going to be able to put us. But I think the special thing, if we could really go after Le'Veon Bell, I know we got Jared McKinnon, but his guaranteed money's gone. We'll go ahead and let him have that $12 million that we gave him. And Le'Veon's definitely an upgrade from Jared. You put him in that offense next to Dante Pettis.
But Dave, I got to tell you, to get a Shanahan to pay a running back $14 million.
He's not a running back, though.
Le'Veon?
He's not a running back. He's an all-purpose guy.
Yeah, but Jared McKinnon.
He's going to give you 80 catches.
Jared McKinnon is too. And maybe a little faster, which is okay, I understand what you're saying about Le'Veon. Le'Veon he is an OW as well. But that $14 million, I know that's going to rub Shanahan the wrong way. I
think it's going to be more than that. It's going to be 16.
See, his father would call him and say, I didn't raise you like that. What the hell are you doing? What? $16 million for a running back, Kyle?
Gotta put us in win mode now, Ronbo. Gotta put us in win mode now.
I just don't see it. And as I say, Kyle already developed an entire playbook around that kid. So I'm pretty sure he probably feels confident in what he's going to be able to get done with him. Because one thing I've noticed about the Shanahans, they're not crazy about golden boys. Especially ones that get paid like double digits for a running back. They even stretched a bit when they went for Jerick McKinnon. But like you say, Jerick McKinnon is going to fill more needs than just running back. And you're talking about the king
stay healthy
of OWs when you talk about Le'Veon. But 14 to 16 million for a running back. Le'Veon is going to have to come down off that price. So I don't know many teams in the NFL are going to pay him that much. So we'll see.
Yeah, but if we can get that trade with Miami, you can get your boy DK, and then we'll be good.
Boy, I do want DK. Boy, that man.
I like him, but he only runs 3 routes, and
I know.
He's at that he had no quarterback. So I mean, he's gonna be a development guy. He's not gonna do nothing his first year.
Maybe not, but you know what? You only need when you're that big and strong, you probably only need 3 routes. I want to see, and I think they can work with him. He's got athleticism enough that they can show him how to do, and they can train him to use his strengths. So necessarily be in the route tree. They may leave a few routes out and just make DK, because we want you to do. Watch Jimmy's eyes, all right? I'll take a shot here. Watch, they're going to have somebody else demonstrate. You see that route? You can do that, and probably better than he can. Okay, give me that. And him and Jimmy G get on the same page around the goal line. Uh-oh, NFL. That's what DK's job would be.
I'm gonna get out of here. I know you got other callers, but I want to give you one guy to check out some film on, man. Check out the kid, David Stills, wide receiver from West Virginia, man.
Wait. What's his name? What's his name? David Stills?
David Stills is like David Stills the fifth or something. He's a white boy, man, nasty. He reminds me of Jordy Nelson. He got hurt his junior year.
Is his last name Stills? Stills?
Yeah, Stills like the boy Kenny Stills in Miami.
Or Crosby Nils. Yeah, okay. Just I tell you what, I got you, Dave. Let me. I'm gonna go, but Dave, I'm gonna check out David Stills and talk to you later this week. Okay.
Yeah, I think we get him in the 4th round. All right, Ronbo, I appreciate the time.
Appreciate you, fam. All right. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm taking these names down, but I want to see these guys. Hank, come on in, Hank.
What's going on, my brother?
Hank, man, we're just sitting there contemplating what's getting ready to happen next. Chapter 2. I guess this will be considered Chapter 2. Yeah.
Rumba, before we start, did I hear a homeless Raider trying to give us advice?
Oh, I believe there was a Green Bay Packer fan in here talking smack. Unbelievable. You did.
Number one for the Packers. For the Packers, they're lucky we didn't start Nick Mullins that game. But for that Raiders fan, number one, bud, you got your ass not just beat, you got it whooped by an undrafted free agent.
Mm-hmm.
And you got the audacity to tell us what we need?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was hilarious, wasn't it? I don't know, the dude that took a lot of heart, or completely out of his mind. But what's his name? He's called a couple of times.
Yeah, he needs to go ahead and just he might as well not even tune in. They got more problems over there. First they need to find a house to play in. But I
understand that Oakland's going to let them have that place for the next 2 years in case they don't finish things up in Vegas.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Might as well. Nobody else wants them.
Well, have you heard Rudy yet? Now there's the king.
Yeah. Rudy, for him, man, I feel so bad for all the Rams fans because it's only going downhill from here. It's not getting any better than it was last year.
I'm telling you, they shot their wad trying to get people to buy into the jerseys and all the stuff they're selling and building that $1 billion facility they're working on. They need people to recognize the Rams. So they went all out and they went and scored 3 points in the Super Bowl. So every guy that they picked up, they lost a percentage. I love it.
And they signed Brandon Cooks for 5 years. I'm pretty sure he's the only receiver in NFL history to make it to the Super Bowl twice in a row on different teams and lose back to back. Like that's gotta hurt.
It's the Brandon Graham factor. So Brandon Cooks factor. So if he ever is released, 49ers don't look at him. The dude's got a mojo going on.
Hell no, we don't want to. I was actually saying last year we might need to look at him. We dodged a bullet right there.
Oh, yes.
I mean, the man can't play in big games.
I tell you, somebody in Louisiana doesn't like that dude. There's voodoo going on there. How did he do that? And of all people, the Patriots losing to the Eagles? Are you serious? Whoa.
Yeah, honestly, Eagles, those assholes cost me money on that game. I was going for the Patriots, but
I thought they were dead meat too. There's no way the Eagles win that game. Unbelievable.
Yeah, with Foles, I don't know. I lost about $150 on that. I was pretty pissed.
Nice.
But Ronbo, I'm tired of hearing all this free agent talk about Robbie Gould. You know what? I think John Lynch needs to put his foot down and just say, you know what? I'm throwing this franchise tag on you, and if the Bears want you, they can come and trade me that first round pick.
A lot of people say
we're not losing it for nothing. Because shit, man. I mean, we just had a terrible year last year. I mean, this next year, man, we're going to the playoffs, and depending on who we play, we're probably going to the bowl, man, and we need a kicker. So
badly.
I mean, if we do really well this year, yeah, sorry,
no, it's okay. Go ahead.
But if we do really well this year, I mean, Robbie's not going to want to go anywhere. So he needs to sit down with Robbie and be like, hey, man, listen, this is the year we're about to make a move, and we can't afford to lose you right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's one of the things Robbie's complaining about. He says he wants to go back to Chicago, and he wants to play with a team that's contending. I says, oh, Robbie, I mean, you're one of the reasons why we plan on contending. What are you talking about? I was really bothered when he said that. God.
I was really bothered when he said his kids are always going to grow up Bears fans. I'm like, come on, man.
I forgot about that. Was the worst.
Face to him.
Oh. They're going to be raised Bears fans? Dad's out here playing for the 49ers. Kids, who do you support? We're Bears fans! I couldn't stand it. Wow, Robbie. That was a low
he actually said that in an interview.
I'm glad I didn't see the interview. I read it, and it pissed me off. I didn't see him say it. I just read about it. I couldn't believe it.
Same here. I read it, but I was like, man, that's like a slap to the face to us Niner fans. Like, come on, man. How are you just going to – I mean, that's fine if they're going to do that. You don't got to say it. I mean –
Hey, could you see his kids going to school wearing Bears jerseys or wearing Trubisky's jersey and Khalil Mack and whoever else? And he's playing for the 49ers, and he comes home and he puts on his pajamas. It's Bears pajamas.
Yeah.
Hey, Robbie.
That actually hurts.
God. What? Man. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why he's going all out on the Bears, but either way, we got to find a replacement sooner or later, and I just hope it's not this upcoming year. But as far as those edge rushers go, Ronbo, I don't know if you saw this about DeMarcus Lawrence. There was a little post on a Cowboys fan page, and it said something like about DeMarcus Lawrence taking a pay cut. So they can pay Dak and everybody else. And he commented on that post. He said they lying.
I thought it sounded suspect because also I heard earlier that he says I am not playing on no franchise tag. If they franchise tag me, I'm sitting out the season. So for what you just said is impossible.
But I got a crack out of that. I was like, all right, well, it doesn't seem like he wants to be a Cowboy. I mean, if he's trying to get paid.
See, Hank, this is why the 49ers don't like to spend. Everybody wants the 49ers to spin themselves down to $2. This is why they don't want to do that. Because then you get into those situations, right there, what you're talking about. You need to keep some of your frontline players, and you got no money. Who are the Rams going to keep next year? They got to pay some people, and then they're out of money. So, you don't want to get to that point if you can avoid that.
Yeah, for number one, they're already losing Adonymous Sue. And then that Fowler dude, I think he's a linebacker. Yeah, he's out of there too. So,
yeah. And
if anything, they're getting worse this year. So, I mean, we could use that.
Yeah. No, really. You got to make sure you got to pick up a couple of players, but don't spend it down to zero when you got a youngster that's coming on. The safety position worries me. I'm not sure what the 49ers are going to do about that.
So, Ronbo, my take on that, if Earl Thomas does not work out, we got to either get Clinton Dix or another one I was looking at. God, what was his name? Clinton Dix or Landon Collins. I heard Collins doesn't want to be a Giant anymore. So one of them.
Is Landon a free safety though? I mean, I could see
I
him in
believe
the
he's
box.
I think he's a strong safety.
Yeah. We'll see. That safety
I don't think he's a free.
Because what if Colbert, DJ Jones, Reed, and Jimmy Ward? Maybe they come back and raise hell
Ward.
next season. I don't know. We'll see. Man, it's a
I
scary
don't like
thing
Ward, to be honest with you, man.
I
But
know most of us
Colbert,
don't. Yeah.
Colbert is going to be a dog next season, man. I got a good feeling about him. We picked him up late in the draft, and
or you get Nasser Adderley, who looks real solid. Jonathan Abrams out of Miss. These guys are they're over the top for this system like crazy. But you know what? That's probably a conversation that's coming up later because it's whoa. Anyway, hey, good talking to you, fam. Let me see you later on in the week, huh?
Yes, sir. Hey, man, Ronbo, I wanted to say one thing, man. I was going through your profile on YouTube, and, man, you interviewed Adrian Colbert's father and I believe Witherspoon's father.
Yeah.
Man, you are definitely making some noise if you got their attention, Ronbo. I asked you about you interviewing somebody else on the team, and when you told me, you were like, I make too much noise for them not to notice. But
I mean, it's noisy in there for sure.
Man, Ronbo, man, I mean, honestly, your interviewing skills were ridiculously crazy, man. You definitely got a good skill in this, so you got to get one of our Niners on board, man. Because man,
appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I was really impressed by that, man. But I know you got a lot of callers coming in. I'm gonna head out. One message for Rudy and all the bum-ass Raider fans. Don't you ever try us with a sorry-ass quarterback like Jared Goff. That's all I'm going to say.
Or Derek Carr.
Or Derek Carr, yeah. Don't forget about him.
The Raiders have forgotten about him,
good
too.
Good talking to you always, man.
Thanks, Hank. Appreciate you, fam.
All right, man.
Talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
See, that's why when people say, what the Raider fans say we need to change our quarterback situations. Don't you love it when the Raider fan says something like that? What did Derek Carr do last year? His older brother could have came in and did better than he is, and he's retired. So Derek Carr and Gruden are not a mix. It's like oil and water. Derek's a very sensitive guy. If you're a sensitive guy and you got John Gruden for a coach, you got problems. That's going to get worse. Gruden is just mean. I heard he dogs all his quarterbacks. Hey, Keys!
Yo.
Keys, what's up, babe?
What's going on, family?
Oh, Keys, man. Sitting back here contemplating what's coming up next in the combine and how we may be getting our choice between Bosa and Allen and Polite, God knows who else. It's a nice feeling. We're sitting in the driver's seat.
I go with the lady. Go with the beautiful lady. I go with the beautiful lady that was talking yesterday.
Oh, Theandra.
Bosa again. Yeah,
you know, but here's the thing. I do see something crazy happening. I do really believe the Cardinals are interested in the Murray child. But I still also see the Raiders swooping in out of nowhere. I'll give you every last pick I've got. Just give me that pick. I've got to have Bosa. I can see Gruden doing something insane like that. Because they lost Khalil Mack last year, and Gruden is getting called a bunch of names every time he goes out in public about that. He's got to get a replacement. Is Bosa the guy?
Man, Bosa the guy, man. He's a guy. Big games, you gotta watch the tape, man. He's another type of animal.
I know.
And it's in his blood. It's in his DNA.
He comes around that corner harder than Joey. I like him. He's my choice. If not, there's the other two guys that will do.
Yeah.
I guess. But if you want
Josh
the best,
got the Bama, but Bosa all day. Them guys from the other side, them red and white guys don't come through with Bosa, and they get that quarterback. we got a guy comes that edge for at least 12 years that's going to be on his ass.
Yeah.
And that's what we need.
Yeah.
So I get tired of seeing, like you were saying the other day, you know how we had Aaron Lynch and Alden Smith.
Yeah.
Them guys, we had a number on that other guy in Seattle when it came to them two guys with the edge.
Boy, didn't they lay
so,
low? And that's when Rusty was in his prime. And they used to hunt him down
Yeah.
like a dog. Woo! Ahmad Brooks could never catch Russ Wilson. But Aaron and Alden took turns on his little butt. Boy.
Every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking at. I heard a couple of callers because I've been on the phone for a little while, and I heard a guy talking about a couple of guys in the draft and stuff like that. AP, like I said yesterday, he's on the radar, but can't take that type of contract if he needs more money. I'm fine with, we got McKinnon and them coming back. And then the guy said, look, Le'Veon Bell. No, we got a three-headed monster back there.
Mm.
With McKinnon coming back, Breida being healthy, and Monster, we got a three-headed monster.
I like it.
We could, and they all got speed. They all got speed. And
Crazy
they can
speed.
catch out the backfield.
Yeah.
Man. So, like I said, my main thing is just defense. The guy DK, he's definitely a hound.
Keisha fading out.
You hear me, Austin?
A little bit. It's still fading out. Though. Are you moving? Are you moving?
No, I'm not moving at all now.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead now. It's better there though. Go ahead.
DK is definitely a hound from Ole Miss, right? Ole Miss.
Metcalf?
The wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He definitely do something. There's a couple other people out there that, under the radar. Then I see my guy from UD. What was he, a safety?
Wait, which one, Nasser or Abram?
Yeah. And I see him in a couple games. So, like I said, man, we got to go defense and strike hard. We get the guy from Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a chance to talk about Brandon Graham, which he's consistent enough where he'll be okay. And rather than go for AP, let's go for Golden Tate, something that's a little bit cheaper, but he gets the ball in his hands to do the same thing.
Yeah, and he won't come and talk about y'all got to rewrite me a contract right now, and I needs my guaranteed money. I don't play with me about the guarantee. See, AB, you misunderstand. We made the trade to bring you in here to help. Now, if you need rewritten contracts and all that other stuff, we'll have to go ahead and send you back. I can see it coming,
You got to go back home.
Yeah.
You got to go back home. You can't be in Cali. Be back in the cold where I'm at.
See, this is why I hope he's not. I hope it's an act. If AB is serious, I guarantee you John Lynch is not amused. They're not going to go for him because that's no way. I can't imagine that.
But if we do get him, oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's a good football player. No matter what else he can play. Ain't no doubt about that.
No, he's still going to do what he do. It don't matter where he go. He's still going to do what he do.
Yep.
And that's guaranteed. But if we get him, then okay, that's cool. But we got some guys over there that's consistent, and we building something like the Patriots where we don't need the top dollar guys, but we got some guys.
Kyle will get it done with a bunch of number twos. There's a misconception that Kyle Shanahan depends on a number one wide receiver. That nothing could be further from the truth. That's why Kyle already said it. He'd be fine with a bunch of twos. That's why I say Kyle is the most dangerous guy on the field. He's the one who puts those guys in position to make plays, not them.
Yes, sir.
All they have to do is run the play,
yes,
and they got it. Boom, touchdown, 49ers. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Yes, sir.
I ain't worried about it.
Everybody, Niners Empire, y'all listening? We started this back 3 years ago and decades before that. It's called Brick by Brick.
Yep. You go.
Don't forget that. Okay?
Let's go get
We
there.
building the house brick by brick, so you can't blow it down. You can't knock it down. You got to go through.
You got to huff and puff and blow that house down. I'm sorry, Keith, I had to do it, Keith. Keith, we got to go. I'm going to look for you later on in the week, huh?
All right, man. Hey, can you do me one favor?
What's that?
Can you give me that Niners? That
Oh,
Niners
you got it, man. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. All right, bro. I'll give you buzz, man.
All right, Keith, be looking for you. And there's the Big Show in there campaigning again. Big Show wants the 49ers.
Sir.
Big Show wants the 49ers to have nothing but $1.99 at the end of next season. As long as he has them big-time players. You know, and if the fan base had everything to want, we'd get rid of everybody we'd have, and we'd have to pay some of these people, but we'd have Le'Veon, we'd have AB, we'd have Odell, we'd have to – well, I mean, you talk about things going up in the concession stand. You'd go up there to get a hot dog, and they would say, how many hot dogs? 2? That'll be $350. And as I say, I still think it's unnecessary. You know, why I say that is because if you look at Shanahan's scheme, the elements he has are in place to make it effective. It doesn't mean that you need to cost $50 billion per player. I understand their thinking is why I'm saying that. I mean, if you want them to pay a lot of money for each player, I'm saying don't get your finger. Your feelings gonna be hurt if you're looking for them to spend $1 billion this year. They're gonna have money in the bank when this year's over. Roger Villaneda says, "What's up, Roger?" Manny Jimenez says, "Hey, what up, Niner Empire family? What's up, Ronbo?" And furthermore, bleep Rudy. See, Rudy doesn't. You know what, guys? We need to feel bad. Rudy doesn't even visit us anymore. I rarely see about golf owning anything. It was always golf owns this, he owns that. I don't see golf in there owning anything. He didn't own the Super Bowl, and Rudy thinks since that's the case, he doesn't need to own anything else. Oh, it's Jorge, who's always got a rhyme. It's your Ronbo, my 49er player partner. Send a big happy birthday shout out up in here. Oh. Benny Hanna's grabbing it up as I speak. Hey, Jorge, you're Benny Hanna? Boom, 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 boom. Bam. Benny Hanna's, that's the most entertainment. And the one in San Francisco is the one, boy. Them dudes are trained. Ho! Should I give Jorge? Should I give him the Ronbo? Should I give him the wrong Ronbo song right now? Jorge, happy boo-boo-boo, happy birthday to Jorge. Happy birthday, Jorge. Happy Niners birthday, Jorge, man, and get the chicken and beef combo, man. Well, that's my favorite, man. And what you do is you tell them to add a few extra onions in there. They like to do that. Yeah, go crazy on the garlic. There you go. I feel like I'm sitting at the table with them. Okay, that's for me. Maybe we should bring them another, because it's never enough for me. San Fran Fan 30 says A.J. Brown might be there in a second, but he played mostly slot receiver in college. And I used to play youth baseball out in Hercules. And I mean, hey, I get a shout out to Hercules. Now, Hercules is also, though, where the Green Bay fan is from. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Be careful of Hercules, man. Jim Thurl-Gill, hey, who's going to blow out a knee at the combine? Oh, I know, right? Somebody gets hurt at the combine. Somebody said the quarterbacks aren't going to be doing a lot of throwing drills. I wonder what they meant by that. What is the point of a quarterback being at the combine if he's not going to demonstrate his throwing skills? Still, hey, and Brick Hillman says, Ronbo is patient. would have been got this bozo off the show. Brick, you know, some of those guys are almost entertaining, though, you know? I can't believe they called in. Sheik! The Iron Sheik! Here he goes. But, pick up his robes! Don't let his robe drag the floor! Big Show. Hey, Big Show. Sheik!
Woo! By the way, happy birthday.
You can't come and be the Sheik and do the Ric Flair.
No, I did it. I did it because it's Ric Flair's 70th birthday today.
Whoa!
Jorge, by the way, happy birthday. Yeah,
wow. Ric Flair's birthday. Wow, man. Ric Flair. Mr. Show. Why, hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, brother.
But
what's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, man, we're just sitting.
Show.
I was.
Show's here.
It's. I'm looking. You know what's the problem is your name is spelled S-O. I'm looking at the board. I should just listen to who I'm talking to. It's Sheik, not Show. I mean, you know, there's something about the SH sound. Show's campaigning throughout the chat, talking about how cheap the organization is and everything else. If he doesn't get AB, because AB wants to rewrite his contract and ask for millions and millions and millions of dollars, Show's going to be upset.
And by the way, I want to give you this note from Big Show. He said, I fumbled my iPhone on the 1-year asphalt. I will be without a phone until Thursday.
Oh, no. Show. So that means we can, well, what's he must be on his computer. He must be on his computer writing notes. Poor
he's on the
Show.
computer. Yeah.
I mean, now we can take shots at him. He can't call in. Show. I understand it. It's OBJ also. You don't understand. But what if the Giants don't want to trade OBJ? We could actually go and kidnap him and hold him for ransom and say if he doesn't play, we're going to kill his somebody. His dog.
Bama, we're not getting Kyle Murray. He's not going to be on the #1 pick.
I love antagonizing. I love antagonizing show with Kyle Murray. That's fun.
Ronbo, we're not getting Kyle Murray. Get that out of there. We need a wide receiver.
No. He says Kyler Murray's not going to Arizona, so that will not let me, who has an agenda, to get Nick Bosa. See, that's Show's biggest fear is let them take Bosa and stop bothering him. So in the second round, I'm not sure. I think Show likes Josh Allen, though. This will be the first year he likes an offensive player. A defensive player. Because normally, Show is all about get him some more offense, that it's a mistake. They're saying that defense wins championship is wrong, and that it's offense that's going to win for you.
I think the Nihal fan club got to him because he's talking about a lot of defense lately, Rombo. So
has he been talking defense a lot?
Rombo.
Whoa.
Yeah, in the Nihal fan club, he's been talking about the wide receivers and all that, but he's definitely going. His guy. He wants Devin White or Josh Allen.
Devin White? What? Show.
Yeah.
What's going on with you? Okay, you know what?
I don't know.
The thing is, though, you everybody's learning. Wide receivers don't usually go as your #1 pick. So, you pretty much got to think defense. So,
yeah.
Look out
well,
for
Rob, I just wanted to talk about a wide receiver, and that, Peter King, he's been on there for a while. Everybody's seen it, that little message that he said that, 49ers are not going to get him. But I think it's all false because if you look at his 5 teams, he has 2 AFC teams. He has the Jets and the Raiders. And he has, the Redskins and, oh my God.
That's probably the biggest candidate is Redskins. Because they could actually afford him, I think.
Bay. But Tampa Bay, Bruce Arians and AB they don't like each other. I don't know.
Were they together at one point?
They're talking about
Bruce Arians is the one who started that last year, taking shots at AB. So you're right. AB is not going to Tampa Bay. If he does, the first thing he's going to do is strip butt naked, sit in the middle of the field. I'm sitting right here. I ain't putting on another stitch of clothing until y'all trade me out of here. You know I don't like Bruce Arians, and the Steelers know they got it coming to him too.
And imagine going, and by the way, the callers that call the freaking homeless Raider fan and the Packer fan.
Yeah.
The funny thing is these guys are so-called, Packer and Raider fans, but they have a 49er app. So, hey, good job, guys.
I guess they're trying to keep an eye on us. They know what's coming. Well, the Raider fans already know what's coming. They already ran over them last year. And we weren't even in that wasn't even the real 49ers yet. And the Packers know they escaped. They escaped the 49ers against C.J. Beathard! Oh, my God! So,
And don't forget about Mullins, their practice squad player over, and he beat the crap out of the Raiders, 34-3.
Not just beat them.
Raider fan.
Beat them up. Yes. Oh, that's hilarious.
So, and a Rudy Poo, I know he's listened to, just like the Two of Us song, he's looking at just 3 points. On the corner.
Just 3 points. We couldn't do any better than that. Just 3 points. Rudy, we still miss you, though, Rudy. We miss that little sign, Golf owns Santa Clara. Oh, Jared doesn't even own his own pair of shoes.
You need to change that number to 16 to 3, Rudy Poo. But anyways, Ronbo, honestly, I just want to know.
One question, though.
Go ahead,
Remember when everybody's talking about we want Jared Goff? We want Goff in that draft. Were you one of them?
No. I
remember I jumped on that wagon for a minute. I didn't know. I know now.
Wait, was that 2016 or 17?
Yeah.
Who did we get that year? I forgot.
Did we pick up? Isn't that the same year we picked up Buckner?
Was it? Shoot. I think you're right. Yeah, it was Buckner. I believe.
Yeah, because Wentz.
I think it is.
Yeah, Wentz and they came in all at the same time. So.
Yeah, so we got a better trade on. We got the better pick on that, and obviously he's going to get that money, Ronbo. And I'm excited for Defoe. Honestly, John Lynch, please, step up, spend that cash because we've been sitting here on this money for a while. We need talent, Ronbo. We've been saying we need pass rush. Shout out to the Big Show. But we need, we need to get one in defensive end and one in the free agency and one draft in the first round. We cannot pass on another guy and trade back and get more picks because you don't know what those picks are going to pan out because the last couple of years, what I noticed, a lot of our guys didn't pound. And like we were trying to talk about yesterday, we had Solomon Thomas and Reuben Foster. Reuben Foster is a head case. He became an idiot. Solomon Thomas is still waiting on him. I am sick and tired of moving back. We have to get the talent. If Nick Bosa is the guy, Josh Allen is the guy, you go get him. I don't care. We want winners, pretty much. Mike Singletary, how you doing? I am sick and tired.
Sheik, I got to tell you, though, in those first 2 years, it was about we didn't have enough picks. It was about quantity. I got a feeling they've gotten to the point now it probably will be quality. So I don't think anybody should worry about that this year. I really don't. It's probably they're going to go for the best players they can get. Yeah. But anyway, hey, Sheik, let me see you later on in the week.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely, Ronbo. Definitely, Ronbo. Faithful, hit that like, hit that sub, hit that share on Ronbo Sports.
Thanks,
the best place to be. Raider fans, Packer fans, Rudy.
Bams.
Don't forget to hit that like.
Yeah, you got. Hey, especially you guys from the other parts of the planet. You definitely got to hit the like. Or we'll find you, hunt you down, and DK Metcalf will crawl through your window in the middle of the night and just stare at you. How would that freak a dude out? No shirt on. Shake. I'll see you later. I'm DK. Hey, Demetrius.
What's good, Ronbo? How you feeling tonight, bro?
Oh, man, I'm feeling great, man. I'm telling you. I'm looking forward to the combine. This is more action. We're going to see what these dudes look like out there being athletic. I can't wait, man. Oh, I can't. I like the combine every year. First few years they did the combine thing. But now, I see that's a freak. And them dudes running 4.3s. Oh, man.
I ain't get to see it, Ronbo, man. I'm just getting out of work like a half hour ago, man.
They haven't started yet. They haven't started. The combine's later on in the week.
Okay. I ain't see nothing. I ain't had nothing, see no news today or nothing, man. But 49 has been on my mind. Yeah.
You know, it's getting ready to get crazy. But until draft night, free agents coming up another couple of weeks, and then we slide right on into draft night, and from there on out, we just count down the days till OTAs. Ooh,
Man, San Fran is like sharks in the water right now. We see red, we see blood right now. We gotta step it up, like the last caller just said, man. Like he said, man, by any means necessary, we need to go get the best players out there. That means free agency, draft, off the street. I don't care where you coming from. You could be coming from outer space, goddamn it. You, man, look. We got to do what's right, though, Ronbo. All in all the callers have an opinion and all of that, but it all means one thing. We're all talking about us winning. So it don't really matter who we really get. As long as we winning, that solves everything, man. Like, for real. I don't care if it's just for the year, but if you think about it, how long does it take to build a house? Like
Depends on what kind of house we're talking about. Because if you're building a super building, you know, it may take a couple of years. But if you're just building a house, about a year, I guess, a good one.
A good year or two if you want it to last long now.
But yeah, especially in the East or someplace like that where the weather conditions insist you better build that house good. So in Cali, we get away with a lot.
So they're building that from the inside out, I believe. They're building that from the inside out, man. John Lynch and them got a mess handed to them. So you got to give credit where credit due. Grant you, we had a rough 2 years with them. Shit don't happen overnight, but I think this year we're gonna take off. This year we're gonna fucking rock it right to the moon.
Demetrius, it's all the luck of the draw. If we can just keep them guys healthy, and even if they get hurt, don't be on the IR the rest of the season. My God, can we just have a guy get a little ouchie and come back maybe in a couple of weeks? Our guys get wiped completely off the map. I said, come on, man. My quarterback's gone. The guy that Kyle wrote his entire playbook around is gone. I got Matty B, who should be in the hospital, but he's out there trying with a broke ankle. I mean, you know, it don't make good grief.
Shit, he wake up and smell the grass. He get injured. Goddamn. Everybody was injured this year, man. But yeah, Ronbo, that's why I think we should go get some veteran dudes too, like legitimate veteran dudes, and keep like your Armsteads and keep the young talent. God forbid if one of the veterans get hurt, like you got your young boys that's ready to go. They know the playbook. I don't like all this starting over shit, but we got to do what we got to do. If these dudes ain't doing what they got to do, they got to go.
That's true. And you know, the thing is, but you key words there, starting over. Guys who are already finally into the program and got it down and can play fast, that's a really big value. That's why if you're adding players to the team, it's always a setback. The guy can be really good, but it's going to take a minute to adjust, right? So it slows down the whole mechanism. So that's why I see where the 49ers do want to bring guys up in the system so they don't even have to do anything more than send them out there. They pretty much know what to do. He calls a number, they go into action like trained special forces soldiers and just get it done. This is where they want to arrive. And this is where I want to see them get. But everybody cannot be on the casualty list. Dang it.
And I think this year, too, this is a lot of prove-it years for a lot of dudes, like your Solomon Thomas, all them dudes like that's like questionable about their talent and all that haven't showed anything. Like this is they make it or break year. We ain't like they ain't gonna be here next year in the future because they ain't doing shit now. So if they don't do shit this year, they gotta go.
That means
but now I had a question for you though, Ronbo. Yeah, before I head out, that receiver that I was telling you about, his name is Padarius Smith. From Akron. They said he's the fastest receiver in college.
Really?
So and he got a nice story behind him too. He looked like he got his head on his shoulders, man. Padarius Smith.
Padarius is that when I spell that Pedarious, or is that a P-A?
Nah.
P-E or P-A?
Nah, K-W.
Oh.
K-W. Quadarius.
Oh, K-W.
Yeah.
Quadarius. Okay.
Yeah, from Akron. Yeah, they say he's the fastest guy in college football. So look out for him in the combine too. Watch out for him.
What's Quadarius' last name again?
Smith.
For a man whose first name is just really special, his last name is as common as Smith. Quindarius Smith.
You already?
Yeah. I'll be looking for him.
You already know, but yes, sir, Ronbo, man. Nice talking to you, bro, man. When you going to be back on, man?
Probably the rest of the week because the combine's coming up, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. And at the end of the day, check out what's going on. Won't be back tomorrow, but be checking out later in the week, yeah. Yeah, because I think somebody said they're going to be measuring them up in medicals between – they're not going to get underway until Friday. I hope they start before that, though. But the offensive linemen out there doing drills and running 40s, that's a sad sight. So you got to wait for the other guys, the skill players and guys like that to come in, though.
Yeah, that's like this weekend or Friday or something. Yeah, that's later on in the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, I want to give a shout-out to Ronbo, to Will from last night, man. That's the one who always saying, fuck the Rams?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, bro, he's the truth, man. He know his shit, bro. He know his shit, yo. This Demetrius, man. Yo, you know your shit, bro. I give it to you, man. Yo, man, that's what up, man. But, yo, have a good night, Ronbo.
You too, Demetrius.
And talk to you soon. Yes, sir.
Be looking for you. Have a good night. And, hey, let's go get Kitty.
Ronbo, what's up?
Kitty, man. We're just sitting back here, and because Show can't call in, I'm having fun taking shots at him, and promising him that the Cardinals will be taking Kyler Murray so we can get Nick Bosa.
He fumbled his phone. So
I tell you, that's the scariest thing in the world. You're walking down the street. If you drop your phone in the wrong thing, you are dead meat. That is not going to work anymore.
Hey, I'm going to throw a prediction out there. I'm going to say the Raiders trade up to number 1 and pick Kyler Murray.
Could be.
And they trade Mr. Carr.
Because Gruden is a scary dude. He might. I would not be surprised. Or he goes up to get Bosa. Because I'm telling you, can you imagine you're John Gruden and you're sitting around in an Oakland restaurant? Oh, there he is. The dude that got rid of Kyler, Khalil Mack. And you know how Gruden's got a hot temper. Excuse me? Listen, let me tell you one thing. If you think you could do a better job, John, I just want to finish this. You think you could do a better job of the Raiders than me? Then you come out here and I'll show you how to coach a team and we'll let you have a job. If you could beat me running this team, I'll give you my guy. You know, John.
Gruden's one of those guys. He thinks he's a quarterback guru, but he's not. You know what I mean? So,
no, you're right.
It's all good.
He
does those quarterback shows. What's that?
I heard he talks to him like really bad. If you need to have a thick skin if you're going to play quarterback. According to Chris Sims, Gruden is rude. He can be crude. He will say anything to you because he's got a bad temper.
Look at last year.
Yeah.
Look at last year when him and Carr were arguing on the sidelines already. It was his first year there.
First few minutes.
Yeah.
Chucky's mean, man. He is not going to be nice. In some cases, that's okay. Yeah. But I want that relationship between the quarterback and what did Derek Carr say about that later? No, we understand each other. I mean, he wants the best out of all of us, and we can live with that. And I'm listening to him and say, yeah, but Derek, he may not want to yell at you every day, all day. You mess up a lot. You're out of here. So, and you're right. Yeah. Could be Kyler Murray.
Hey, Ronbo. Hey, man, I got my new chant for 2019.
I saw that.
And it is
13-3
because we got Jimmy G. Bring them up parties to the SFC. Yeah, baby. Hey, Ronbo.
I got it written down. Yo.
I got one for my buddy Rudy too, because Rudy was the one hating on my 13-3 thing. You know what? I got one for you, Rudy.
Oh, please give it to us.
13-3 because we got Jared G. That was the Super Bowl. 13-3, baby.
That was the score, and that was and also wait. 13-3 because you got no Jimmy G.
Exactly. Yep.
13-3 because you got no Jimmy G. There's so many ways to work that 13-3.
Yep. Hey, Rudy, if you're listening, man, I'm sorry. It's an embarrassment to call into the Ronbo show now, bro. It's all good though, man. We love you, man. It's all good.
Do. And he won't even come into the
accept
chat
haters, bro.
anymore, can he? I mean, where's Golf owns the Santa Clara Empire? No more insults?
Yeah.
What happened? We were starting to grow fond of that.
Hey, we love it, man. Hey, really, come on, man. Come back to us, bro. Come back to us, man. We need the hate, man. We love it. Ronbo needs it.
Yes.
You know what? Ronbo's the best in the business, baby. So don't forget it.
And we enjoy. But we've got a whole new batch of comedians. One comedian's from Oakland, and another one from, as you know, is always. Well, you got Rudy, and then you also got a guy coming in from Green Bay today, which was very interesting.
They're not as famous as Rudy, though.
No,
Rudy's famous.
Yeah, Rudy's like the best at it. But these other guys, they tried. The Raider fan, his name is Robert. He says, he says he's Rudy's brother.
Hey, if the Rams fans are all paid for, bro.
Hey, Rams fans, you guys are welcome in at any time, because you guys are like that that cat that we neutered. There's no more bullets. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother us anymore for you to come in now. And the Raiders fans, we just got through beating hell out of them just a couple of months ago. So they've also got no bullets in their gun either. So, it's hilarious. Come on in.
Yeah. Hey, Ronbo, man, I want to give a shout out, man. Bashar, Sheik.
Yeah.
Most of all, Razor, man. Razor, bro, I love you, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you guys were there for me, man, when I was going through some hard times, man. I love you guys, man.
Oh, kidding.
Ultimate Warrior, all you guys, man. Love you guys. Hey, most of all, Razor, though. Hit squad, baby. That's right.
Kenny, so good to hear your spirits sounding like it's up, too, bro. Good.
Ronbo Sports, best in the business. A1 since day one, baby. Let's go Niners. Hey, you know what?
Yo.
Everyone, man, everyone has their opinions on their picks, and I love them all, man. I swear to God, I love them all. You know what? We can't go wrong in this draft. There's no way, man. There's too many good players.
Really
There's too many good players, and everyone's opinions have so much substance to it that there's no denying it.
It's coming from that 49er heart, Kenny. Yeah.
Exactly. Everyone's picks in this draft, man. Yeah, I'm serious, dude. All these players everyone's picking has a lot of substance, man. I mean, everything they say about these players and how they can fit in our system is absolutely right, man. And I love it, man. I love it. I'm back with Ronbo. Hey, man, I'll be calling every day from here on out. And
right, Kenny.
Ronbo Sports, A1 since day one. 13-3 because we got Jimmy G. Bring them and Lombardi's to the SFC. Go, Ronbo.
Yo, Kenny. I'll see you later,
baby.
fam.
All right, man.
Ah, man. It's good to see Kenny feeling good again. Hey, Blake.
What's up, Ronbo?
Blake, man. So you know how we do each and every time of year. You know, it's so funny, Blake, because ain't no serious argument broke out yet with people favoring. Like Kenny says, he appreciates everybody's pick, but a lot of people don't appreciate the next person's pick. Last year, it got to the point where we had to set up some ground rules. People was arguing and fighting so hard. But we're doing pretty good this year. Most people agree that Josh Allen is the guy. Most people agree that I got no problem with Josh Allen. If I had a preference between the two, I'd probably go ahead and take Nick just because I like the way he comes off that edge. And to me, I got my reasons for that. But I ain't got any problem with Jachai Polite. That dude, oh my God. Jachai is insane. So we got some really good choices. One of them we go get. You know what I'm saying? And maybe two, because they may go in the second round and pick up Montez Sweat.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Oh man, I'm just excited too. You know, every time I, listen to your podcast every day, it just gets me happy. And give me hope. Listen to all the callers. James, Will, Kevin. Everybody got their own opinions. And, at the end of the day, we all want the same thing.
Winning.
No matter what we want. We want that quest for 6.
Yes, that's right.
So
that's
at the end of the day, like we all like I said, everybody we excited, but the power is in our hands. But like a caller said before, it is all in control with Arizona. What Arizona do, because they could mess up the whole draft and get Kyler Murray, or they could trade back or whatever. Our draft depend on them, but we can take it away by drafting. I mean, not drafting, but signing Trey Flowers and free agency. That's gonna fill the void, fill the big void for us. That's what we need. Pass rusher. Once we do that, now it leaves. It takes some of the leverage away from Arizona, because they don't know what we're gonna do now. We can still go after if they go get Nick. We people think we still gonna go get Josh Allen, but but the quarterbacks, like I said, the quarterbacks pay a big deal in the draft too.
But you know something, Blake? The thing is, Blake, really, and a lot of people don't want to go along with it. They run a 3-4 in Arizona. Do you know who would be ideally suited for that system? It's not Nick. It's Josh.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
And that's why people aren't thinking about that much. But if they really were, but they've already got Chandler Jones.
Yeah, I was just about to say, why would they do that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is why I'm sure they're not going defense in that first shot. If anything, they're going to go get offensive lineman out of Alabama or something. But they're not going. They don't need Nick. And they got Marcus Golden on the other side. I don't know if Marcus is fully healed up. He's as good as any rusher in this draft, too.
You think they got the balls to trade the pick?
Do I think what?
You think Arizona trade the pick? Trade down?
No, I am convinced that Arizona wants to fix that offense and make it a little more. They've got to restructure that offense. They're still not able to really score any points. This is why I'm thinking Arizona's going to go offense the first and second round, and that includes picking up Kyler Murray. They don't have a lot of issues on defense. They don't need Nick Bosa or Josh Allen, not really. So I'm saying, why would they do that? So
Well, I know, like I said, everybody have dreams, but I was just looking, and I got two prospects that I think will help us out tremendously. Like everybody say AB. AB's good. Like, it'd be a dream to have him, but he's gonna come with a call. He want guaranteed money.
Yeah.
And I think we shouldn't get AB unless we give up a third. If it's going to take it.
Blake, can I get you to lower the volume on your? Is that your TV?
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
No, I was saying if we can't snag him for a third round pick, then I don't think we should pull the trigger on him. Because them picks are too valuable for us.
Right. That's where I draw the line. Third round pick, that's all I'm giving up for AB. I'd rather do a fourth round. But if I could live with losing a third round, but God, I ain't going higher than that.
But like I was saying, what if we need a linebacker plus a pass rusher? That's our main.
Right.
But
that's why I don't be giving up all the picks.
If we get Trey Flowers in the draft, like my thing I was telling you before, I think we should trade down with Arizona if that's a possibility. Just to solidify the cornerback. So now we got our pass rusher, then we pick up our cornerback, and if we can still get Arizona Jaguars pick, I think we should do like I was like everybody change what they want, but I think we should go bold. Like don't go and get AB. We mess around and get the guy. I like N'Keal Harry. Nobody's saying nothing about him.
Yeah, nobody talks about N'Keal too much. That's true. Yeah.
He's
another beast.
I think he's gonna be a steal in the draft. N'Keal Harry, he's like an Anquan Bolden, but he's 6'4", like 213, solid, but he fights for the ball.
I know
the jumper. He go out there and get it.
Yeah.
Like I know you talk about DK Metcalf and Hollywood.
Oh, I do like
Hollywood,
this DK.
I hear you, but if you look at his highlights, N'Keal Harry, they don't catch the ball like him.
I was looking at N'Keal weeks ago. I do like him. I think the only reason I look at N'Keal, he would definitely, if they picked him up, I'd be just as happy as could be. The only reason after I saw N'Keal first, then I see DK and I said, what the hell, man? Look at this. This freak would just murder the NFL. But Nikhil could be the better player. Ain't for sure, because Nikhil is what, how tall is he?
No, Nikhil is 6'4". He's 6'4", like 213.
Yeah, they're not. He's the same height
He's
as.
solid though.
Yeah, he's the same height. Oh, I know. Better dude is another specimen. He's as tall as DK. Metcalf's got the arms though. Them arms go on for miles. That's why I see, he's designed to abuse cornerbacks. But you're right saying N'Keal Harry is definitely solid. No problem. The 49ers pick him up and delighted.
Can I throw one more thing in? Would
Real
I
quick.
be crazy to say? Real quick before I go, would I be crazy to say the comeback in the first round pick? The first round, jump back in the first round, give up a 2, and maybe next year's 2 or whatever, and pick up Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs.
I'm telling you, listen, man. I'm telling you. Remember Blake said this. Josh Jacobs will be a star in the league. I compare him to Saquon Barkley, but not as polished.
Wait a minute,
I'm
Josh.
telling you, Josh Jacobs and N'Keal Harry, them going to be 2 stars.
Oh, these guys are in the draft. Hey, what did you say to trade back up into the first round to get Josh Jacobs?
Trade back. I would give up next year's 2. And maybe a 5th or something to come back in the first round, like how we always do. Jump back in the first round and get another first rounder. I'll get Josh Jacobs if he's still there. If Tampa Bay ain't pick him up already.
We don't have a 5th
Josh
round
Jacobs,
pick.
the running back from Alabama, number 8.
Oh, he's a running back?
Yeah, the running back number 8 from from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. I'm telling you, he's going to be.
Knowing Kyle, he's probably not going to want another running back. But you know what? Hey, how
I
big
think
is
we
how
need
big
a
is
running back like him.
How big is he? Is he pretty
big? Look on Rumble. We got a bunch of scat backs. We don't have.
That's what I'm asking. How heavy is Josh?
I think he's maybe like, I'm not sure, but I think he's like a little over 200. I don't want to, I think he's at least 200 or more.
Okay, because if he's a bruiser, I think they could be interested. But if he's only 200, Jerick McKinnon is over 200. Matty B just crossed 200.
But he's more solid than.
Taller?
Yeah. The way he runs the ball, he just runs like angry. He runs like Juice. How Juice runs the ball, that's how he runs the ball, but at running back.
Yeah, but Jeff Wilson does that for him as well. I don't know. I'm gonna go check him out though, just because you mentioned him.
Remember those 2 people I said, N'Keal Harry and Josh Jacobs. If we don't get them, I'm telling you in the draft, Rumble. I know you got to go, and I appreciate your call. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm looking at Josh.
If we don't get those 2 people, Josh Jacobs and N'Keal Harry, they're gonna be some stars in the league.
Right. You know what? I'm looking at Jacobs. He's 5'10". And he goes over. He's 212 though. He's got good size. Where's his 40 time?
He runs like how Kyle Shanahan won.
Well, Kyle. I know Kyle doesn't want really bruisers. Is he quick? I don't see his 40 time.
He runs like Le'Veon Bell. He runs with patience, but when he hits the hole, he runs hard like Beast out of Seattle. He runs like
that. I ain't gonna say nothing because maybe they're interested in him. I just can't imagine if he was a big dude at 225, 230 for the goal line situation. But between Marquise Goodwin could have been. Do you know Marquise Goodwin might have been the league's right around the top had he not been hurt last year? Goodwin had 800 yards with a bad ankle. I just keep wondering what will he be like with a good ankle and playing all season long.
But I think in Kyle Shanahan's system, he's going to use them more like on screens and
Well, that's why he's got. That's why he's got Jerick McKinnon. That's why he got Jerick.
That's really going to use him.
Yeah,
but man, I appreciate your call though. Really,
fam.
Everything you do for the Niners.
All right.
But I really think we're going to trade down, but we're going to do something like out of the ordinary, like how they did last year. I really do think it's gonna be something out of the ordinary. But if we can be able to get one of them two players, N'Keal Harry, I want you to look at. I know you say you already.
No, I've been knowing about N'Keal.
Harry.
The Big Show pointed N'Keal Harry out over a month ago, and I went and checked him out. Big Show was right. All right, Big Show, I'm giving you props. N'Keal Harry's a bad dude. I'll take him.
Oh yeah.
All right, fam.
Just look up Josh Jacobs. When the next time he's going to be on?
Yeah, probably Thursday, I think. But yeah, no, I'm looking at Josh Jacobs right now. Actually, I got him up on the screen over here. But yeah,
you see his
back Thursday.
I'm telling you add Big Show. I know I like Big Show.
Yeah, I love Show's point of view.
Will, I'm telling you, if we don't, I think that'd be my dream. We come back in the draft. We need a bruiser running back plus McKinnon. I get rid of Mostert, or even though Mostert is a valid good on.
Yeah, he's special teams guy. So you get rid of Matty B.
I get rid of Matty B. I get rid of Mostert, Jeffrey Wilson. Man, I'm telling you, man.
I gotta go. Now you got me. I definitely gotta go check this dude out now because Matt Baker's a bad dude. If this dude's even better, I want to see this. Okay.
I want Big Show. I'm calling out Big Show. I'm calling out Nick, Kevin, Will. You know, all the boys. Y'all tell me. I'm telling you, if we don't get Josh Jacobs, I'm telling you, I'll do that. I'm telling you, we need him.
All right, everybody, put your. I'll have. Man. Okay, we got to go, fam. I'm going to put Josh Jacobs with the Ronbo Sports app in just a little while.
And I want everybody to comment and tell me I'm crazy, man. We pick up Josh Jacobs we got Jared McKinnon.
All right, fam.
And these boys are young. You understand? These boys are young.
We really got to go, Blake.
All right, well, thank you again, Ronbo.
It's the same here, fam. Appreciate you. I'll see you later in the week.
Man. You feel me?
All right. Feeling you.
All right. Niners Empire, Niners for life.
All right. Yeah, Josh Jacobs. It seems like I've heard that name, but I'm not sure what I heard about him. Let's go now to hey John.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey John, man. I'm just finding out about
Josh
Jacobs.
Man?
Whoa.
Man, I don't know about Josh Jacobs, but I know who we should not get.
He's number 1 ranked. I didn't even pay that any. I didn't see that till he's out of Alabama. That's a number 1 ranked running back. He runs a 4.49, so he's a little slower than what we got. But okay, yeah. All right. Hey, but John, what are you thinking here, fam? I mean, you know, we're looking at what's going on at the top of the draft, the number 2 pick. Who's he going to be? What are you expecting in the combine? All that stuff.
Oh man, I'm earlier I was reading about the guys that they let go. They're gonna let go. It's like 7 or 8 people. I know Mostert was on the list. He a restricted free agent. Jimmy Ward was on the list and chose.
Oh yeah, Jimmy. You know how they do, John. They don't call people back. Let's see how long it takes them to call any of these guys back. But go ahead. Because you know what? Robbie's on that list, too.
Robbie is on the list.
Oh,
yeah.
That bothers me. But Robbie, God, man. Does he really want to leave? I think he does.
Robbie probably sitting in his Chicago Bears chair right now or something, man.
I know. God, Robbie.
You know, I mean, if he don't want to be there, man, we don't want him on the team. You know, we as Singletary say, we want winners, man. So if he don't want to be with the train, man, let him go head on.
But John, we picked him up when nobody else would. Why are you gonna do us like that, man?
Yeah, you know, it's all good. But I'm along with everybody else. You know, everybody had their opinion. You know. But one guy I do not want 49ers to get is the Gary dude. I'm not sold on him. I mean, he a big dude. He got size and everything, but nothing jumps out on film to me that he's just a stud, you know.
When you said the Gary dude, you know what? And do you know that Rashawn Gary is holding on to his ranking with some people? I don't know how he got up. Rashawn, you know what it is, John? The dude is built like an offensive lineman, weighs about the same. And he starts running, it's like you got hit by a car. I think that's why they think he's going to be so good.
I don't know, man. I don't see it. Now I could be wrong. He could be the best player in the draft, but
Wouldn't that be
I
funny?
don't see it, man.
We look up
It really
somewhere in the
would.
season, and there's Rashawn Gary killing everybody.
Man, but like I say, I'm still hyped, regardless to who we get. I just hope they make a smart decision. It's a lot of edge rushers out there. You know what I'm saying? In this particular draft, we need a linebacker, we need an edge rusher, we need a safety man, we need a receiver. So long as they get if they address at least two of those positions well, I'll be pleased,
Yeah. Because, I think some of the positions we could probably live, but we've got to have an edge. That defense is not going to work with that missing link. There's got to be pressure coming in from the outside. That quarterback cannot be free to do whatever he wants to do. We're playing cover 3. You cannot have the quarterback. That's the whole point of the 4-3. Stop the run and give the quarterback complete hell. Now, if we're not giving him hell, we got trouble.
Exactly.
You're
right, man. We gotta address that. I think that's the number one priority to me. And then if they get anybody in the free agency that is decent, we should do good, man. But I know you got other callers on the line. I'll be listening every night, even though some nights I don't call in.
We know you're out there.
Oh, yeah, I'm listening. I'm a diehard 49er fan, man. I stay around a lot of Saints fans and other teams,
That's going to be a proud group.
It's all good. Oh, yeah, I represent. I'm hardcore, man. No matter where I go, I got my shit on, man.
Yeah.
So it's all good. I wear it all year round, Ronbo.
There you go. Same here.
Yeah,
Pajamas,
man. Got to.
Workout clothes.
Got to, man.
Streetwear.
See,
night of wardrobe.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right,
but I'm gonna be calling back later on this week, man.
Good.
But I just want to say, man, red and gold, some dead and cold, baby.
Yeah. All right, John. Appreciate you, fam. Be looking for you later on to get some opinions on what's going on at that combine, too. So check that out when you get a chance. All right. Have a good night, John.
All right. Good night, man.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm checking out Josh Jacobs now. Here's the thing. Let me see if I can, because I feel ignorant about we're talking about a team that was in a national championship, and I didn't know who Josh Jacobs was. I feel foolish. But, a lot of us don't follow college football all the time. But it says here, according to, I'll just read it. He says, the guy says, I know some scouts who rave about Jacobs and think he could have the best skill set of any of the running backs from Alabama's roster. That is really saying something, and a lot of that is from watching the Crimson Tide in practice. They feel that Jacobs is the best running back prospect in the 2019 NFL Draft and worthy of going late in the first round. Now, I do feel silly. He's that damn good. He says Jacobs is a very physically gifted running back as he has good size and is fast. He has athleticism, agility, running instincts, balance, power, quick feet. Due to being part of a heavy rotation with Damian Harris and Najee Harris, Jacobs only carried the ball 120 times in 2018, but turned that into 640 yards, 5.3 average, with 11 TDs. He also had 20 receptions for 247 yards and 3 scores. After being a rotational back for 3 years, Jacobs will be entering the NFL with very little wear and tear. Kyle's not going to grab a running back in the first round with the stable he's got, though. So he falls to number 2. The 49ers and Bobby Turner and Kyle, they do love them some running backs, though. But they tend to like to wait till the 3rd and 4th round. Did you notice that? They may think about earlier, but usually Kyle says, I can make, and especially Bobby Turner, I can make anybody that can put on a pair of shoes and run into an all-star or a Pro Bowler. Because you look last year, it was ridiculous what we seen from Matty B, who had a bad wheel, do what he did. Mostert. Who the hell thought Mostert was that good? I didn't. I thought well of him and thought he was good, but not like that. So that's what I'm thinking. It is Kyle and Bobby. It's just, it's part of the Shanahan tradition to turn people into good running backs. Hey, Okie Dan, I see you, man. It's just all these guessing games. Watch us draft someone we wouldn't even suspect. That's what I'm telling you, Okie. Man, I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. We're going to look up. All of us going to be chopping in the mix like we last year. All of us had linebackers picked out in the first round. Just about 90% of us had linebackers picked up in the first round pick. 49ers select Mike McGlinchey, tackle, Notre Dame. What? Shocking, wasn't it? But now I'm happy about it, but didn't see that coming. Niner King says, I'm a Niner fan strong during this rough season. Man, thanks, Niner King. Man, it's been my pleasure, man. Hey, you know what the thing is? Misery loves company. So I had to come get my fam, man, because I couldn't stand it. I had to talk about it. You know, Faithful One says, we need Brian Burns. Please argue with me. The Faithful One, listen, I got turned on to Brian Burns just the other day. Brian Burns is going to be, I even proposed, listen, Brian Burns needs to gain some size. Critics are saying that he should go back to Florida State for one more year to pick up some size. Brian Burns is about 6'4", 6'5", somewhere there. He weighs 230 pounds. That means Fred Warner would be slapping him around. Brian has got to pick up some weight. Maybe the 49ers could get him in the camp and keep him on baby bottles full of protein shakes and feeding him steaks to get him some size. I worry about guys like that because Brian Burns is fast as hell. What if him getting bigger slows him down? That's the only thing that scares you about big guys like that. But Brian Burns, that dude is the truth. Oh, my God. Dustin Banks says, do you think the Rams are in the hunt for AB or OBJ? Yeah, the Rams will try. The Rams will give up this year's, they got a first-round pick this year. They'll give up this year's first round. Rams give up 3 years worth of first round. That's the most aggressive team in the NFL for sure. They got to do better than 3 points if they get to play. Some people say, man, you need to shut up. Rams got to the Super Bowl, though. Yeah, I ain't going to get mad at that. But they will be definitely going after whatever they can do. I'm sure they will. Michael Hanks says, the only thing I can think about if we do move back is maybe move back with the Jags or Dolphins. I like that idea. And make them give us Jalen Ramsey. Pick up White and maybe a backup in last first to grab DK Metcalf or Jalen Ferguson. Solve two issues, the defensive end and linebacker. All these deals sound really delicious, man. Jim Terrill says, Buck and Street will both be double teamed. See, I can't wait to see Kentavious, man. And Allen will clean up. It's like having two Justice Smiths in the middle. We will lead the league in pressure. See, because that's why they say Bradley Chubb did so well. People working so hard trying to deal with Kentavious that Allen just slipped on around the side. But Bradley Chubb is good, though. And Jeff Tan says, did you hear that Bob Kraft had a prior engagement on the AFC title game day versus Kansas City? Here come the Bob Kraft jokes. Greg Mayfield. You have saved me. I live in Dallas. Thanks to the show, Greg, man. You're so high. Appreciate you, fam. We'll make it through this. Dallas, that's hardcore football country, too, man. So, yeah, if you're a 49er fam, got my utmost respect. Adrian Diaz, thanks, Adrian. And Salvador Brabisca, it's not so bad if we get a new kicker. I know, but Sal, I just hope he can kick. I was thinking about this. 49ers never had a bad kicker. That's kind of true, huh? It's kind of tradition. We always have a premier kicker. But unless we can pick up, what's his name from Gostowski? Gostowski, yeah. Man, I worry. There's some guys out there that are really awful. Armando Lopez says, I want the 49ers to get Bosa or Williams at the number 2 spot. Williams is talented enough to play anywhere on the line. But you know what? With a rookie like that, you want to make sure he plays where he's really the most comfortable. Maybe Buckner could. That worries me, though. Maybe if Buckner just switched sides, it's not a big deal, is it? I don't know, because linemen, I don't know. They could. John Delvin says, Robert Kraft didn't want to trade Jimmy G, but Tom Brady made Bill Belichick to do it. And but you know what? What Belichick could have done, if you insist on me trading Jimmy G, I'll tell everybody I know where you stroll out late night into certain areas of town that you shouldn't be in. Would have been funny if Belichick tried to blackmail Robert Kraft. And Robert Kraft gets caught anyway. Coach says, franchise tag Gould. Get Dan Bailey in the next room and see what Robbie wants to do. If he wants Chicago, they'll deal for him, and we bring men Dan and Inkem like 2 ships passing in the night. Boom. Boom. Hello, Mr. Bailey. Glad to meet you. Hey, no, Robbie, no, your car was towed. I think it's been towed now. I told him if I press a button and you decide not to sign a deal to get your car out of the parking lot. Sorry, Rob. Hey, good luck to you, bro. You and your Bears. I can't talk about it. I like Robbie Gould. I'm just kidding. I really am. I like him. I hope he resigns. Coach also says you must have forgotten we used to have a bad kicker. His name was Ofer Kofer. How long? Coach, when was that? Adam Shong. Fresno Blood Gang, what's up? And Daniel Garcia says, we're not getting A.B. or Odell. Pettis will be the future number 1 in time. Watch Tate or another vet will be coming in. Yeah, I have a problem with watching him grow. Dante Pettis is special. Let's see what he does. If anybody comes and takes snaps away from him, don't. Let's let him develop. Horatio Flores, what's up, fam? And EE says, imagine Sherm, Dix, L. Collins, and Witherspoon, new LOB. They had to trade Landon Collins. Landon Collins is really mad. Landon Collins is when you see guys shouting back at the fans on Twitter, Landon Collins said, hey, attention, Landon Collins did not clean his locker all the way out. Landon comes and chimes in. That's because everything I left in that locker, I don't need that. Landon, you mad, bro? I said I wanted to do it, but I said, don't bother that. And that's none of your 49er business. Just leave the people alone. But I wanted to say it so bad. Because unlike Rudy and the resident fans that we have that have the unmitigated audacity to call in here, I have class. Yeah, you can fill in the blanks. Coach says, it's my guy Ronbo. Everybody jumping on the big train out of Philly coming our way. I tell you, Billy Graham, man, I like him. I wanted him last year. I couldn't believe if we couldn't sew him up. So he might be. Philly may just completely let him go. Hey, Jorge says, Ronbo, 49ers gang, ready like hot spaghetti with linebacker Freddie, the tackling machine. But all right, linebacker Freddie, the tackling machete. What? Hey, and Coach says, remember, I've been saying it all depends on what we do in free agency first. The Andra! You remember our lovely lady of knowledge yesterday that did the GM show? The Andra. What's up, T? I like to call her T. It's like I call my sister C. Actually, her name is Camellia, right? And Camellia does not appreciate when I call her C. My name is Camellia. So you have to worry about ladies because, but me and the relationship between Camellia, you have to understand she would probably do that. Anybody else can call her C except me. Local 49ers fan, Kevin Pierre Luis is a Jet. I got to check that out. Kevin Pierre Luis. I better write that down before I get through. Nicholas O'Hara. Then what's going on, faithfuls? What up, Nick? And Logic Zone. Yeah, thanks. Logic Zone had a great show. Man, I'm hometown Saints fan, but 49ers has been my second team for the longest, and I've been listening and watching your show for the last 2 years. Great show. Thanks, Logic Zone. What are they? Logic Zone, is that John? No, John's pure 49er fan. Okay, and Logic Zone has adopted us as a second team. I got no problem with that. All right, Freddie Goon Mono, otherwise known as G Block. This is Farrell at number 2, and he's the best. Could be, huh? We'll see. Because you never know what those guys, the coaches sit around, John Lynch, they sit around and they have conversations like, because these guys have been around the game, have played and all that stuff, so they got different perspectives, right? So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Fam, hey, you know what I'm telling you what, I'm gonna hit that like button, fam, before you go. You know, I love likes. And we can hang out all during the week, man. I'm just telling you, we got things going on. That combine's gonna be fun stuff. And you know the little conversations that leak out every year from the combine? You know that's going to hit the headlines immediately. You know it. We'll be on it. All right? See you in just a little while. Big shout out to the big show. Get your phone, man, so you call in. You know how much I love arguing with you. Kyler Murray in Arizona, baby. Kyler, what am I talking about? I don't even want that. I like to bother the show. We cannot afford Kyler Murray in Arizona. I'm telling you right now. Niners!